the goosebumps start to grow a little bit, and we get ready for college football. Hi, everyone. J.Johnson along with Anthony Newman with all this noise behind us right now. And I know, Anthony, this makes you want to go out there and play. We got a big one here tonight. Oregon against Arizona State as definite tone setter for the rest of the year.
Well, this is a great venue for football, a fast grass field. The kids love to play on this football field. It's going to be a great game. Two teams, backs against the wall, a must win. Who wants it the most tonight?
Yeah, as the Ducks get ready to take the field as they come out in that new combination for the Ducks, the yellow pants, the white top, and the white helmet, and a lot of Duck fans here as well. And that Oregon football team today, we talk about the offense and getting going again, being balanced. Jason Williams, T.Scott, those receivers have to help out these quarterbacks.
Jason Williams is the guy that he will do a job. He will do the job if he has to. But it takes a quarterback to give him the ball. And who is that quarterback?
Just about ready to throw the coin up here and get ready for the kickoff here in Tempe. It's coming up next, right after this.
What do you think I should pay for my deductible? Do you think like $250, $500? Hi, what do you think? $500, $250? Collision, comprehensive? I don't even know what it means. Do you even know what that means?
Number 39.
Is a $1,000 deductible too high?
Number 40.
Hi. Hi. Maybe you can help me.
You know that place where lots of questions meets nobody seems to know?
I'm so there.
You like answers? Get advice and savings from a State Farm agent. Call, click, or visit and switch.
I asked my State Farm agent.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, what kind of light beer do you want?
It doesn't matter. They're all the same. Whoa! All the same? Are they all as easy to drink as Bud Light? Isn't water from this hose easier to drink than water from this one? Isn't this bottle easier to drink from than this one? And wouldn't you agree that a raindrop is easier to drink than hail? Point is, there's a difference, and Bud Light has it. It's called drinkability, the just right taste that makes Bud Light so easy to drink. Bud Light, the difference is drinkability.
Since 1938, equipment owners throughout the West have counted on Papay companies to keep them moving. And when you need equipment solutions for your business, you can count on Papay. At 60 locations stretching from Bakersfield to Bellingham, the nearly 2,000 employee members of Papay are ready to exceed your equipment expectations for sales, rentals, parts, and superior service. Experience the Papay difference for your business equipment needs. Papay, we keep you moving.
Coming up Monday on Blazer Dancers, the Sweet 16.
It's over. Well, not quite, but...
The dancing is peaking, but the drama is just getting started. The dancers think they're done, but the judges haven't seen enough.
So we're gonna do some callbacks.
It's now or never time for the girls with big dreams. And this time, the judges' decision is final.
That's the team.
But the judges have a big warning for the veterans.
There are going to be some surprises when the team is announced, because when they say you have to audition every year, you have to audition every year, and you need to bring it.
Whose dream will come true, and who's going home disappointed?
Time will tell, so wait for it.
Next time on the exciting conclusion of the Sweet 16. Don't miss Blazer Dancers, the Sweet 16, Monday night at 8:30 on Comcast Sportsnet.
Tonight's game is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Your Northwest-grown, employee-owned Bi-Mart, just right for the Northwest. AT&T, your world delivered. And by Pepsi. Every step gets you closer. Log on to PepsiStuff.com.
Welcome back, everyone, as Oregon gets ready to get going here, as the Ducks will kick off to start this thing on Comcast Sportsnet. Oregon and Arizona State here at Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. Welcome to y'all. It's a beautiful night for football, no question about it. A little hot during the day, 90, 94 during the day, but now it's cooled off to 79. There's no rain anywhere within about 50,000 miles, it seems like, when you're out here in the desert. Mike Bellotti and the Oregon Ducks in his 14th season as Oregon's head coach. 111 wins, 54 losses, 67% winning percentage. On the other side, a familiar foe. 20th season as a head coach here in his second year at Arizona State. They had that great start last year, faltered late, but really rekindled a lot of enthusiasm here in Tempe for college football after the firing of Dirk Cutter. And Matt Evenson kicks this one off. It's going to come down about 8 yards deep in the end zone. And the Sun Devils will start at the 20. Well, there's Rudy Carpenter, 116 for 178 this year, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the season. Once again, when he gets in a groove, Anthony, he can start to pick you apart.
Yes, he can. If you give him time to throw the football, he's dangerous, but he doesn't like time to throw the football. He wants to throw the football right away.
Stadium is about 3/4 full right now. It's not going to be quite a sellout tonight. Still kind of smoky from those fireworks when ASU came into the stadium because there's no wind whatsoever. Sun Devils with a big shift here on first down. They're going to run it up the middle and pick up 6 yards on first down. It's a chance to take a look at the lineups. Dimitri Nance, the running back for Arizona State. They're trying to get their running game going. Andrew Pettis, Jones, Taylor, and Chris McGahey. He is one of those guys that's a great possession receivers. Hargis, Luoval, Altieri, Fanica, and Judge are the offensive linemen for the Sun Devils. 2nd down and 4. And this time the Sun Devils will spread it out. 5 receivers out there. Carpenter going to throw. Throws it to the near side, and it's caught. No, now it hits the ground incomplete. Incomplete. And a 3rd down and 4 is coming up. Carpenter not getting the ball out to his receiver. Defensive line, Will Tukwuafu, Rashawn Harris, Cole Linehan, Nick Reed. Those 2 guys 1-2 on the ends in the conference in sacks. Boyd, Matthews, and Pazinger. Those guys need a big night. And Bird, Chung, T.J. Ward, Walter Thurmond. Walter Thurmond, number 6. Teams have been trying to pick on him as of late, Anthony.
Well, he's been injured. He has been dealing with a growing injury, and there's no explosion out of his break. So that's a key. They're going to test Walter Thurmond tonight and see if he's healthy.
Big 3rd down here for Carpenter. He throws it. Carpenter is caught and dropped. Incomplete. And the Sun Devils will punt. Again, the ball just wasn't delivered perfectly. It still could have been caught, though, to Williams.
Well, that should have been a catch. Williams, he has, 19 catches on the year. You got to catch that football.
Kyle Williams right here from Chaparral High School here in Scottsdale. J.Byrd back as Oregon gets a quick 3 and out to start the game. See if the Ducks can get something big to happen here at the start of the game. They come through, try to get the block. It's a short punt. Byrd is going to get away from it, and it'll be down at the 33-yard line. So good field position for Oregon. They tried to get after it.
Yeah,
Anthony.
they did.
Try to get a block.
Trying to start fast.
Yep. And J.Masoli is the starting quarterback. I know that a lot of people talked this week who would be the starter. Masoli will start 51 of 96, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. And he can run the ball very well. He's been very effective running the football. Justin Roper is available here tonight. In any situation, I wouldn't be surprised if they've got some series planned for him no matter what. Masoli throws it to the outside. Mail has the catch, and he'll pick up 9 yards on first down. Our lineups tonight: Jeremiah Johnson, Ed Dixon, Jason Williams, Jeffrey Mail with the catch, T.Scott on the near side, big number 8. Fanuki Tupou, Jeff Kendall, Max Unger, Mark Lewis, C.E. Kaiser getting the start tonight at the right tackle spot. 2nd down and 1 here for Oregon. Masoli looking to the outside, throws it. It's caught on the far side for the first down. T.Scott with the catch, and the Ducks have moved the chains out near midfield. Defensively, Dexter Davis, we talked a lot about him in the pregame show. Lawrence Guy, a freshman in there with a lot riding on his shoulders. Smith, Velasquez, Guthrie, Wooden, and Nixon are the linebackers. And in the secondary, Omar Bolden has been a backup player most of his career. We'll see what he can do. Masoli fumbles this one. Now he runs around, he throws it away. And what a great play by Jeremiah Masoli. Not very many quarterbacks have a strong enough arm to get that past the line of scrimmage where it had to go.
Well, it was a very smart play, and this is very smart. Not try to run the football, but throw the ball. And then you talk about his arm strength. Joe, right there, he's throwing off his back foot, and it sails that thing out of bounds.
And the rule there from the far hash, because he was still inside the tackle box, he had to get it past the line of scrimmage.
Exactly.
Here he is on the option. He pitches it to the outside to Mail. Mail has a little bit of a hole, puts his head down to the 44-yard line. 3rd and 3 coming up. Let's take a look now at our Northwest Dodge dealers' keys to the game. Anthony?
Well, it's very important for the defense. They must shine today. No explosion plays. They have to make plays today. A balanced offense. You have to run the football as well as pass the football. And also, you have to win in the trenches. Offensive linemen and defensive linemen, they have to win that battle.
Keys to the game have been brought to you by your friendly Northwest Dodge dealers. Big 3rd and 2. Jeremiah Johnson with a big hole. Johnson to the 30. Jeremiah Johnson, 10-5, touchdown, Oregon. Jeremiah Johnson, 42 yards.
Talk about that explosion of Jeremiah Johnson. The speed, Joe, of Jeremiah Johnson. We just saw it right there on that play. He splits the defenders. It's a nice inside running play. Then he scats it outside. Then he gets his shoulders turned north and south, Joe, and heads for the end zone and outruns the whole safeties, all the DBs for Arizona State.
Big one right there for Oregon to start the game. They get the 3 and out, come back and get the touchdown here on their first drive. Matt Evenson on for the extra point now. And his kick is up and it's through. And Oregon leads it 7-0 here in Tempe. How about the Ducks with some fireworks of their own to start this thing off? Back with Oregon with the lead after this.
Two clients of mine, Mike and Carol, live here.
Corvallis, Salem, or online at naturaldentures.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Oregon leads it 7-0. A lot of fans still filing into the stadium, looking up at the scoreboard and seeing a quick strike for Oregon as they've scored a touchdown here in just over 2 minutes. Matt Evenson with his second kickoff of the day. This one is very high and is going to be returned this time. Out across the 20. And good field position for the Sun Devils to start here at the 34-yard line. Take a look at our Carl's Jr. $6 burger scoring drive. 5 plays, 66 yards for Jeremiah Johnson. 1:09 off the clock, and it had some big plays on there. The Masoli saving of that fumble play, helping set this up on a 3rd and 2.
Well, I think Coach Campbell, the running back coach, got to Jeremiah and talked to him during the break. Don't stutter in the hole, and once you break loose in the open, don't stutter. Keep running. Believe in your speed. Use your speed.
Here's Carpenter on first down, throws it to the outside, and completion is there, and Sun Devils are gonna maybe have a first down. They fumble the football, and who got on it? It's still loose, and Arizona State somehow got on it. Boy, it looked like there was no way Oregon wasn't gonna get the ball, and the Sun Devils not only got on it, but picked up another 12 yards.
That football's not round, and he puts a move there on W.Thurmond. There goes the football right there. Patrick Chung looked like he had a chance to get on it, and it just squirted out. Well, he had the football. It looked like he was down. He's on the ground, and the Arizona State guy stripped it out.
While he was laying on the ground.
While he was on the ground.
First and 10, Arizona State in Oregon territory. A big break for the Sun Devils. That could have been disastrous. Here's Carpenter going way downfield. Bird's out there, and he catches the ball, and he intercepts it. Oregon football at the 12-yard line.
That was a big mistake by Rudy Carpenter, and I don't know if the receiver ran the pattern wrong. He was running a go route. But right here, don't just throw the football away, and he's trying to throw the ball to the outside of the defender. But J.Byrd makes a great play, gets his foot, 1 foot inbounds, great interception, goes to the highest point. Joe, get that interception. Nice job by number 32.
Number 32 is having a heck of a year. See it again. He did get his foot down. Ducks on first down, gonna lose him some yards here. Back inside the 10-yard line, they give it to Jeremiah Johnson. And they'll mark him at the 9-yard line, so they'll lose some yardage. Ducks could really help themselves here with a couple of first downs.
But they want to keep, the Ducks want to keep their defense off the field. They want to keep that Arizona State offense off the field. The Ducks have to convert third downs to first downs. Got to keep moving the football down the field.
Here's Johnson in motion. He fumbles the ball, and who's on it? It's still loose. Arizona State says they have it. Let's find out. That was Disaster. It is Arizona State ball inside the 10-yard line. Well, so much for that.
Well, now it comes back to the defense for Oregon. Your back's against the wall. What do? Can you keep them to a field goal, keep them out of the end zone? It would be a huge win if the defense for Oregon could keep Arizona State out of the end zone.
Pretty tough when you give the other team the ball at the 9-yard line.
And they just ran into each other. By running into each other, the ball popped out. Not a chance.
Carpenter under center. They'll run the ball up the middle. Nance is dragged down after maybe a yard.
Well, that was a great play by Casey Matthews on that, the young sophomore linebacker, number 55. I mean, he flies in there. Looked like Herring had a chance to go somewhere, and he makes a one-handed tackle.
Apologize, that was Herring. Thanks, Anthony. As they're about 2 zip codes away from us up here on the top of the press box here in Sun Devil Stadium. 2nd and goal for ASU. Carpenter's going to throw it. He comes from behind, and Herring is hit in the backfield. He'll lose some yards. That was almost disaster for ASU.
Well, Carpenter was almost hit while he was throwing the football. Got rid of the ball just in time. Nick Reed, you'll see he's coming around to his backside, gets rid of the football. And then Jerome Boyd, another linebacker. The linebackers are stepping up today, Joe. He makes a great one-on-one tackle.
3rd and goal from the 11 now for ASU. Sun Devils take a long time in the huddle there. Carpenter throws it towards the end zone, and it is intercepted. An incredible interception by the Ducks on the 3-yard line. Holy smokes, W.Thurmond with a gem.
Well, they want to come after W.Thurmond to see if he's healthy, and that's the statement right there. He's saying, I am healthy, and the crowd is booing. They think it's pass interference, but this is a great job. The ball had hit Mike Jones. Mike Jones' lad wants the pass interference, but I think he got there after the ball hit Mike Jones, then he grabbed him, then got the INT.
Back and forth action here to start it out in Tempe tonight. ASU already with 2 turnovers in the game. Ducks now out of their own end zone. They'll give it up to LeGarrette Blount, who gets tripped, and LeGarrette Blount has some room. Blount to the 20, and he's out to the 27-yard line.
The big man gets rolling down that sideline, Joe. He's hard to bring down. And talk about the balance of LeGarrette Blount. I mean, he almost falls down. He keeps his balance. It's hard for a big man to keep that body from falling to the ground. Voids one tackler, picks up a huge first down.
Hand the ball off again, LeGarrette Blount, as he battles his way across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Well, that was a big run, Anthony, just to settle the game down and get him out from that situation being down there under the goalpost.
Because you're talking about field position. I mean, you have Oregon backed up a whole lot if they're trying to play out of their end zone. So LeGarrette Blount does a nice job of getting the ball down the field and start playing towards the midfield area.
Give it to Blount again. This time he's stacked up after maybe a yard loss. 3rd and 7 coming up.
Now we're going to see if Jeremiah can manage this offense and throw that football down the field using his arm. We all know he can run the football with his legs, but let's see if he can get it to some playmakers or the receivers.
Jason Williams here on the near side. Little screen set up. Mail trying to break a tackle, and I think he might have the first down. He's very close to it.
I think he got the first down. That last effort, and it's close.
Depends on the spot. Who spots it? Which side? Which official?
Well,
and it is a first down.
Give him a first down.
That's big.
Great second effort by Jeffrey Mail to get that first down. Lean forward on the play. You lean, you dive forward.
Ducks with 98 total yards here in the first quarter. 8:34 to go in the quarter. Masoli now will look over to the sideline and get the play. High snap. He's going to keep it this time and run. trying to break some tackles. He gets away from 3 or 4 guys and somehow gets a first down. Unbelievable 10-yard run.
That's the 5'11", 210-pound J.Masoli is a tough, nasty type quarterback. I think maybe he could have played DB. He's not going to go down easily. He has great balance right here. You'll see him, he'll kind of break the tackle, keep his feet moving, going north and south, not going to the sideline, getting positive yards.
Ducks in Arizona State territory again. Masoli looking to throw. He dumps it off to L.Blount. LeGarrette will fall forward for a couple of yards on the play. 2nd down and 8.
Now LeGarrette's not going to use that quickness to fake anybody out. A 240-pound frame is just going to have to just run forward north and south and run a few guys over to let these defenders know it's going to be a long day trying to tackle number 9.
Ducks will move this one all the way out from the 2-yard line. Here's Masoli, good protection, throws it wide open is Aaron Pflugrad. Pflugrad has the catch and goes down at the 35-yard line. Wide open.
Pflugrad is the type of player that he'll catch the football if it's in his area. Not a big receiver, not the fastest receiver, but will catch the football.
Fanuki Tupou came off the field on that play. They're looking at his foot, although he's still standing up. Here's Masoli, throws it to the near side. That had danger written all over it as Mill gets blown up as the ball arrives. 2nd down and 10.
That was a nice play by Terrell Carr, number 5, to make that play. It was close to a PI, but I think it was good timing on the defensive back to get there just as the ball's there. Now he got there after the ball. It was a nice play by number 5, Carr.
Andre Crenshaw is into the game as well. Remember, he can throw the football. Crenshaw. Here's Masoli trying to follow him. Look at Masoli pick his way down the field near another first down. I think he's going to be about a half-yard short.
Well, you know, Jeremiah's another weapon in there as a quarterback because he can run the ball. He's run the ball so well. Now the defense for Arizona State has to have a spy on number 2. They have to figure out, okay, how do we watch him? Because if we can't have all the defenders down the field, then he runs for a first down.
Big 3rd and inches here, as again, Crenshaw is the tailback. They'll give it to Crenshaw. Crenshaw with a big hole. He almost got away, but has the first down at the 18-yard line.
You know, I've always liked Andre Crenshaw, and somehow he got lost in the shuffle in the past few games. But he's a player that he does a nice job getting his shoulders north and south, running north and south towards the goal line. Ran well last year as the running back.
LeGarrette Blount is back into the game now. 1st and 10 at the 18. They can keep it, throw it out to Mail. Mail looking for some blocks. Mail has 1 block and spins inside the 10. Officially, it's a run, but a nice play.
You know, watching this offense, Joe, they're getting very creative in the plays that they're calling and in the plays that they're running. I mean, misdirection. You got one guy going one way, one guy going another way. Your quarterback's either going to run the ball, pitch the ball, pass the ball. It's keeping the Arizona State defense off balance.
Looks like the Duck offense again, doesn't it?
Yes.
2nd down and a yard. Here's Blount trying to get outside, and he's going to lose yardage on 2nd and short.
Well, you know, when Blount goes against a very fast defense, he has a hard time trying to get east and west. Sometimes Blount has to understand, against a fast defense, I'm going to go north and south. So now maybe it's the time to put the speedy guy, Jeremiah Johnson, back in the game, use his speed.
And they did just that, Anthony. Jeremiah's back in the game. And what looked to be an easy conversion now is a 3rd and 4. More like a long 3 here. Ducks with double tight ends. Masoli gonna roll, looking back. Now he gets away. He's got blockers. Masoli's got to beat somebody. And he gets out of bounds after losing 6 yards. There were 4 Oregon blockers standing there. They ran right by the defensive guy that made the play.
That was a great job by Arizona State's defense in the coverage standpoint to cover down the field. There was nothing open downfield for Jeremiah to throw the football. He's trying to scramble. He's trying to figure out what's going on, who's downfield, who's coming back towards the quarterback. Anytime a quarterback scrambles, the receivers need to know, come back towards the quarterback. Get in his vision so he can see you. That didn't happen.
Well, not only that, but not a single offensive lineman turned around to look downfield to see who was there. So now they'll be forced for the 34-yard field goal attempt. Matt Evenson, 8 of 13 on the year. Kick is up, and it is straight over the upright. No good. No good. And Oregon with an incredibly long drive, and they get nothing out of it. We'll take a break here at Sun Devil Stadium. ASU back with the ball, trailing 7-0 after this. Well, the Ducks took the ball 85 yards down the field, but couldn't convert. And part of it was just losing a little bit of focus, Anthony.
Well, yeah, I mean, they had a nice job in that 3rd and 1. Well, they should have had a nice job of converting that 3rd and 1. It didn't happen. Then no points out of it.
See on this play right here as we get back to live action. Sun Devils trying to run the ball. They get nothing out of it. Keegan Herring on the carry. Yeah, let's look at that again and show you, Anthony, what happened at the end of that play. If we can get to it, and you know, offensive linemen have to follow it all the way till the end. All the way to the end. Here's another look at it. So Masoli, he's going to turn the other way, but watch what the offensive linemen do.
You know, if you look to the left
Play's
of the
not
screen,
over.
they're looking to block back. And you're right, if they were just turned around, you know, and look forward, but they're also trying to protect his back end.
Play to the outside. Ducks flow great to it, and the Sun Devils will lose a yard. 3rd and 10 coming up.
One thing I'm seeing with the Duck defense this game that I haven't seen in a long time is some hard hitting. I mean, the guys in the white jerseys, they're putting it to Arizona's offense. These guys are flying Arizona State's offense. They're flying to the football, and when they're getting there, they're making good contact.
Byrd and Pacing are in on the stop. 3rd down and 10 for ASU. Little pressure coming, thrown over the middle and incomplete. And a 4th down coming up. So the Ducks stop him. The fans here want the pass interference, but another good play by W.Thurmond, who looks to be his old self tonight, Anthony.
Sure does. I mean, they keep testing W.Thurmond. You're going to test him with Mike Jones, the best receiver. And that was a good play. Now, they could have been nitpicky and said, hey, W.Thurmond's hand was on his back, and Mike Jones jumping up yelling pass interference. But again, it was a good coverage. Let the defensive players play football on the field.
Trevor Hankins is in to punt the football. They use 2 different punters, depending on where they are on the field. Comes a little bit of rush, and he shanks it big time. Where's this one going to bounce? Squirts out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A 33-yard, making a 23-yard punt on the play. And boy, that sets Oregon up in great field position. Now that 3rd and 1 conversion doesn't feel so bad if you're a Duck fan. We'll take a break here as that punt travels out of bounds and return back here to Sun Devil Stadium. Ducks with the ball in ASU territory after this.
Go big or go home. Yeah. Army strong right there.
Kickup's a hard thing. Good thing I know how to drive fast.
You are the purpose of our work.
The reason.
The reason we run.
The reason we serve.
We will treat you with respect.
Like our family and friends. Because you
have feelings and emotions.
We are dependent.
Dependent on you, the lifeblood.
The lifeblood.
The lifeblood
of our company.
We will treat you like our business depends on it.
Because it does.
Because it does.
Because it does.
Bulls trap Jordan Steele. Steele again. Clyde Drexler. 16 for Clyde.
Welcome back, everyone. Believe it or not, basketball season is almost here. It's a very exciting time of the year as we welcome a great group of freshmen back into the fold for the Oregon Ducks. The Pape Jam tickets are for sale right now. Oregon men versus the Oregon women against San Diego. The Oregon women against Georgia Tech. Tickets are on sale right now at all Rose Garden ticket outlets. Ducks against San Diego, the women against Georgia Tech. Here's J.Johnson dragged down by the daddy pull. That's what I call that. When grab onto daddy's ankle as he pulls them down the hallway.
As daddy's walking out of the door, front door, going to work. Hold on to that leg.
Otherwise, it was a 6 touchdown.
Yeah, that's another one that he's splitting that defense. And I like Oregon running right at the defense. The defense is too fast to run east and west, run north and south.
Second down and 4 after a pickup of 6. We'll hand the ball off again. JJ with a great stop and go as he dives forward for the first down. And on that play, Anthony, that takes so long for him to come around, ASU pretty fast to it, but he made a nice move, didn't he?
But yeah, you match speed with speed. And right here, the quickness and speed of J.Johnson right there to get that extra, I think, 6 yards and almost a first down.
Well, they marked it short of the first down back at the 31. I think Mike Lottie was thinking about maybe a review of the spot, but it's third and very short. That's a huge play if you end up not getting it. Masoli with the ball. He's got it easy. Will he score? Masoli to the 20. Jeremiah 10, 5, out of bounds at the 3-yard line. 30 yards on the carry for Jeremiah Masoli.
That was a great read by Jeremiah Masoli on watching the defensive end. The top side to your left of your screen, the defensive end collapses inside on the running back. He pulls the ball, and there he goes running towards the end zone.
Well, I tell you what, Jeremiah is on tonight.
Yes, he is.
Great reads, running the ball hard, completing passes. Ducks are just chewing up yards in this one. Masoli keeps it, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon, and listen to the Duck fans on the far side.
Joe, he did the same thing again. The defensive ends are crashing hard on the running backs to stop the running game of Oregon. Masoli pulls the ball out, takes it in and scores. You see right here, watch the defensive ends crash. 2 guys crash inside. Masoli pulls the ball and walks in the end zone.
Great start for Oregon. If it wasn't for a missed field goal, they would have scored on every possession, and they're just moving the ball at will.
Yeah,
Anthony.
they are. Yes, they are.
Matt Evenson on for the extra point. High snap gets away. Evenson picks it up. He's a good athlete, but there's nobody out there. And he'll go down, and so they're not able to convert the extra point. 13-0. Those ones hurt.
Yes, they do. That's just a high snap. But here looking at, again, Jeremiah pulling the ball out. J.Johnson thought the ball was on the ground. I thought it was a fumble.
I think it was because when after he made the fake and he handed it off to Jeremiah, the crowd reacted thinking they were tackling.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, and he heard the crowd reaction, like, why would the ASU crowd be cheering if we were scoring a touchdown? Thinking it might have been a fumble, but it wasn't. So a bad snap on that last play, and Oregon doesn't get the conversion. Hey folks, Dairy Mart and Pepsi are teaming up to send you to the Arizona game. All you got to do is go into a Dairy Mart today and sign up. It's Saturday, November 15th at Autzen Stadium. You're going to want to be there for that one. That's the one that most of these Ducks have circled on their schedule. I can tell you that. You receive 2 tickets to the game, parking at the stadium, post-game Pittman hospitality, and great Duck gear. Head to your local Dairy Mart and sign up today. Matt Evenson will kick it off. His first one went deep into the end zone. The last one was high and short in return. This one going to come down right at about the 3-yard line. Taken from there. TJ Simpson on the return. And ASU will start, and they have not been able to do anything offensively, Anthony. Carpenter is 2 for 7 for 16 yards and 2 interceptions in the game. College Junior scoring drive, $6 burger scoring drive. 4 plays, 40 yards, $1.22. If you haven't tried the guacamole bacon $6 burger,
it's good.
Got to do it.
It's good.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to. You know, it's everything. I mean, you might have to eat for the rest of the day. It's so big.
I'll give it a shot.
They'll run the ball on first down, and again, no push from that offensive line.
No, nothing. The offensive line is not. You watch the offensive line, when you see offensive linemen come out low and hard, it's not happening with the Arizona State's offensive line. The defensive line did a great job, and the linebackers on that last play, they came into the hole very quickly. You know, I think the Arizona State's going to say, forget the running game, we have to throw this football.
Ducks with 147-10 for ASU. Their best play was when they fumbled it forward 15 yards. They'll try to run it again, and there's maybe a yard there. Pretty early for the fans to start grumbling, but listen to them.
We talked about that in the pregame, Joe, that these fans will get on their football team.
Pro sports town, right?
Yes. I mean, you know, I don't see how you're going to boo young college football players. They're not getting paid.
It's a first quarter.
Yeah, it's a lot of football left. A lot left.
Big 3rd and 8 here, though, for Arizona State. They got to show some ability to move the ball a little bit, you'd think.
Well, and also they need to keep their defense off the field. Their defense is tired.
Ducks look like they might be coming. Now they'll drop into coverage. A little pressure from the backside, and a completion is made over the middle, and a first down for Arizona State. Andrew Pettis with the catch.
It looked like Oregon just sent three defenders after Rudy, and Rudy had time to throw the football. And then when he has time to throw the football and they're playing a zone behind it, the receiver's going to find that open spot and sit. That's just what happened right there on that last play.
They've been trying a lot into the secondary of Oregon, and they haven't been successful there with good coverage from Byrd and from Walter Thurmond. So now maybe trying to test the linebackers a little bit, and that's what they did on that play, and it's the final play of the first quarter. It was a great first quarter for the Ducks. Arizona State is at 6 straight scoreless quarters. Oregon leads this one 13-0, moving to number
2. Nice is bigger than it looks. It's about more than manners or wide smiles or good karma. Nice is about respect, connecting, humanness, and understanding that we really are all in this thing together. At Oregon Community Credit Union, we're lucky. We get to choose how we do business, and for over 50 years, we've chosen nice. Remarkably nice.
Up with the sunrise, you'll be staring out through the window on the day I'll be another waking shadow cast on the covers of your bed. Give me another waking moment.
Tonight's game is brought to you by endless refreshment from start to finish. Bud Light keeps it coming. Carl's Jr., home of the new prime rib $6 burger. Your Northwest Dodge dealers. Grab life. Dodge. And by Oregon Community Credit Union. Nice. Remarkably nice.
Welcome back, everyone. The Oregon band happy so far as Oregon has a 13-0 lead. In fact, Anthony, it could have been even more than the 13 after 2 ASU turnovers. There's Carpenter on the play action. Time to go downfield. Now he's going to try to run it, and he'll be ushered out of bounds. And he takes a seat on the bench and gets right back up, comes back out.
I think that's for a loss, too.
Lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, it's a nice job. I think it was by either Nick Reed or one of the linebackers. No, not Nick Reed, one of the linebackers coming up very quickly. Paysinger, with the speed of Paysinger, you're not going to outrun number 35, that's for sure.
Second down and 12 coming up here. ASU just with 41 total yards in the game. And an interesting call on 2nd and 12. And the fans come up again. I think, you know, being in a pro sports town like this, you know, with the hockey team, you got the NBA team, you have the pro football and pro baseball.
Yeah.
Fans are different than they are in Eugene, Oregon.
They are. I mean, you have a small student section, and they're the ones that are just yelling all the time. But the other people are coming to the games, or people that go and watch the pro sports that are in their town, and they're hard on their pro sport professional athletes. They're hard on these guys, these young kids. I mean, if they don't throw the football, they're upset.
3rd and 10 for Carpenter. Here comes a little safety blitz and also an inside blitz. They try to get to him. They do, and some Devils are going to be short of the first down as they stretch it out there. And now decision time for Dennis Erickson.
Well, he has to be smart here. You can't give Oregon good field position going for the football, but I think he's going to take a chance and go for it.
Still very early in the game. Now the punt team comes on.
And then you have to look for a fake punt now, and then the crowd is booing, but it's still too early in the game right now to be trying to go for with your offense. Maybe a fake punt, but again, you don't want to take a chance here. Are they going to challenge the spot?
If they did challenge the spot, no, they're going to take a timeout. I was going to say you got a really good spot.
Yeah.
He was laying on the ground and reached the ball out, and that's where they ended up spotting it. So we'll take a quick break as they've taken a timeout here, and back with, is it a punt, a fake? What is it after we come back?
Work's so crazy right now. Fashion Week's coming up, and I have to meet with all these LA designers to land on clothes for the shows. Crazy.
What? What?
Reflect your style. Get the new ultra sleek LG Shine. It's this season's hottest accessory, designed to move you fashion forward. Get our exclusive LG Shine for only $49.99 and get one free, only from AT&T.
This election night, the eyes of the world turn to two men, Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert, live. Together on one stage for a full hour of election indecision 08 coverage.
Everything is going according to plan. Hey, America, suck on that.
Spend election night with Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert, live. Check your local listings, only on Comedy Central.
Brought to you locally by your Northwest Ford stores.
No matter where you live, you've got a front row seat to your favorite team with NHL Center Ice. It's the only way to see all of your favorite teams, even if you don't live in their area. Subscribe now and take advantage of our special early bird offer. Because with NHL Center Ice, every game's a home game. NHL Center Ice, the game lives where you do.
Hey fans, the OSN Mobile is here. The feature offers fans anytime access to all Oregon sports news with just one click on your smartphone, which is any phone that can have internet access. OSN Mobile, go to goducks.com and learn how to download it. It's right there, you click on it. It'll be easy to download and have it right on your phone. The icon's there and everything. They're going for it on 4th down. Carpenter gonna throw. He falls down and Oregon has the ball. It turned out even worse for the Sun Devils. And now listen to the crowd.
Yeah, that's just when things go bad for football teams during the year, everything goes bad. And this is really bad. But also, when looking at the receivers down the field, Joe, they were covered. The Oregon did a great job on the play action. They're trying to catch Oregon on the play action with the boot. The receivers are covered downfield on that play.
Boy, you wonder if Oregon doesn't go for a big one right here. Crowd concerned on their own team. And an interesting call there for the Sun Devils on 4th and 2. Masoli keeps it. Now he throws it to the outside to T.Scott. He'll pick up 5 yards on the play. And then a flag comes out late after a very late hit over on the Oregon sideline. That's going to be 15 more and take it inside the 20-yard line.
And what the official's saying there is Bolton didn't stop tackling him out of bounds. He could have just grabbed him and held up. He took him to the ground.
In case you're wondering, that's Larry Farina. And the game, again, this is not an official TV game, although I know people are watching it with us. So you're going to see a few things different in this game, not the long TV timeouts. And this game ought to move a little bit quicker. Sometimes the officials know it's not on TV, so they're not worried about announcing the call to the nation. So that'll be a 1st down for Oregon at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, and that hurt Arizona State's defense. Number 3, again, Omar Bolden, again, tackled T.Scott in the out-of-bounds area.
There's T.Scott with his burner. Here's Scott, turns it up. Scott to the 10, and he just gets blasted at the 10-yard line. I mean, he ran into a brick wall after a 9-yard gain.
Well, that was a hit. That was a hit by Shelly Lyons, a backup linebacker. And watch him come around this corner. You cut inside, you better touch your shoulder. Don't stand up high. That was a deep leader right there.
Fans fired up after that, but it's 2nd and 1 here. A great chance here for Masoli just to keep it and get the 1st down. Quiet the crowd right back down. He's going to throw it. Masoli looking to the end zone, and it is through the hands and incomplete, intended for Ed Dixon.
You know, sometimes it's tough when you're down here and you're looking at 3rd and 1 on the 10-yard line, that you miss that power game, that conventional eye back, you know, fullback, quarterback under the center, because you might have a, you know, a quarterback sneak. 3rd and 1, I mean, you want this first down. This is crucial to get the first down so they can try to get a touchdown on this drive.
Golden opportunity here. The Sun Devils gave it to him. Here it is, Blount to the goal line and into the end zone for the touchdown. 10 yards on the run by LeGarrette Blount.
That was a big run by the big man, number 9. That time he didn't try to fake anybody out. He's like, I'm going towards his end zone, and let's see if you can stop me. I'm still thinking about T.Scott. T.Scott, we have to see that again. But right here, Blount, and look at the, you know, the vision, him finding the hole, getting to the end zone. Nice job.
Extra point is up, and it is good this time. And it's 20-0. So the Ducks decide not to chase that point and get the extra point. 20-0 here against Arizona State. Oregon just off to a perfect, almost perfect start here in Tempe.
Bymart's latest membership bulletin has incredible values to get you ready for Halloween. Stock up on bagged candy and your favorite varieties. Choose from Snickers, Butterfingers, and others and get 2 bags for just $4. Get larger bags of Halloween bagged candy for only $3.99 a bag. Save on Ever-Ready Gold Alkaline batteries. Get 12 packs of C or D batteries, 24 packs of AA or AAA, or 8 packs of 9-volt batteries. Your choice, they're just $7.99 a pack. Get ready for Halloween and great savings now through October 29th at Bymart.
At the highest level, when everything is on the line, the best in the world reach for TaylorMade. More than Callaway, Cleveland, Cobra, Nike, and Ping combined. TaylorMade, the #1 driver in golf.
Since 1938, equipment owners throughout the West have counted on Papay companies to keep them moving. And when you need equipment solutions for your business, you can count on Papay. At 60 locations stretching from Bakersfield to Bellingham, the nearly 2,000 employee members of Papay are ready to exceed your equipment expectations for sales, rentals, parts, and superior service. Experience the Papay difference for your business equipment needs. Papay, we keep you moving.
Welcome back, everyone. There's James Harris talking with LeGarrette Blount. James is the nutritionist, and he helps keep the guys hydrated and mixing up a little blue,
nice little
Gatorade potion. Keep the guys hydrated, and this kickoff's going to go deep into the back of the end zone. The Sun Devils will take a knee there and start at the 20-yard line. Total yardage-wise, Anthony, Oregon with 207. Arizona State just with 42. Here's the Carl Jr. $6 burger scoring drive. 3 plays, 39. 101 off the clock. A big risk by Dennis Erickson backfired.
Yes, it did.
And Oregon got the touchdown. Made him pay for that decision.
And see, I think it was too early in the game to do that. I think go ahead and punt the football and let that Oregon offense try to drive all the way down the field. And you give the Oregon offense a short field, and it backfired against them.
Carpenter's going to throw here on first down. A little pressure comes now, and he drops it underneath. See if they'll try to pick their way now down the field a little bit, because they've not had much success. Looking at the first 5 drives for Arizona State. Wow, not able to get into a rhythm at all.
No.
They've only moved the chains once in the game.
They tried to establish the running game, but right now they're going to go away from the running game. They're behind. You know, they have to put some points on the board very quickly here.
Make it twice, 2 first downs so far in the game. They run this one into the pile, and about 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and a yard coming up for ASU. They're 1 of 5 on 3rd down so far today. I guess the thing is, Anthony, that Oregon's offense today looks so efficient, you wonder what in the world can Arizona State do to stop it consistently? I'm not going to say Oregon's going to play the whole game and not punt ever, but they haven't stopped them at all.
Well, you know, this game's about adjustments, and if the coaches for Arizona State can go in the halftime and make adjustments, you know, and then we might see something happen. But up until that point, Oregon looks good on offense.
3rd and 1 and a collision in the backfield, and they're going to be short of the first down. Now they're really going to move.
And they have to punt this football. I mean, they have to punt this football. And now you start watching the demeanor of Arizona State. There's Carpenter. He runs into Herring. Watching the coaching staff, watching the players on the sideline. Are they hanging their heads?
I saw Dennis Erickson just go unbelievable.
Yeah.
You can teach them everything, but you don't teach them to run into each other in the backfield. Ducks are looking out for a fake because it's only a half a yard for the first down. Punt is off. Better punt, high. J.Byrd comes up to take it at the 35, and he's still on his feet. Byrd now has some room. Here's Byrd at the 50, needs a block. Byrd to the 40. The kicker hits him, he fumbles the football, and I'm not sure who got on it. I think Oregon got back on it. Let's see. Now Arizona State says they have it. And Arizona State does. Oh my goodness. It's right back where it was.
Well, J.Byrd does a great job of breaking tackles, getting downfield. Doesn't have the speed right here. He was switching the ball over and gets hit from the blind side. Unfortunate.
Now you got to be careful because all the guys on the field just did a lot of running on that play.
Yes, they did.
And here comes Arizona State right back out to run their offense. And every single Oregon player's got their hands on their hips right now.
Well, you may watch number 32, J.Byrd, the corner. They may have to go at him. Mike Jones is lined up over him right now. Send him on a go route.
Dangerous play right here. Arizona State's going to go on the deep one. Just exactly what you called. He falls down and he doesn't deliver the ball. It happened exactly like you said it would, Anthony, and he couldn't throw it, and now a flag comes out.
Well, I think that might be on Arizona State, the personal foul, but right here, they're going to take advantage of J.Byrd just running a punt return, and if Jarris didn't fall down, that would have been an interception.
That was not a good throw.
If J.Byrd didn't fall down, that would have been an interception.
And he would have been running again. But might have fell down, Anthony, because he was tired.
Yes.
The referee's going to sort it out here. Cole Linehan got fired up. Just a foul on Arizona State. And not on Oregon, so they'll march it back half the distance. Boy, Arizona State has just been not, I want to say terrible offensively, and how can you not?
Well,
42 yards, and now they just keep going backwards, and you know, a couple of big hits. I mean, J.Byrd, Oregon would have been set up at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought he was going to score on that punt return.
Not enough breakaway speed, and that's what they're going to question about J.Byrd in the next level. His overall straight-ahead speed in the 40.
Carpenter to throw, he gets buried at the 2-yard line. And it's 3rd and a country mile. Carpenter gets up a little woozy, too.
I think that was Patrick Chung. He is woozy. Patrick Chung. They've sent Patrick 2 times on the blitz. The first time he didn't get home. That time he got home, and he put a licking on Rudy Carpenter.
You might want to think about a quick kick here. It's 3rd. Shoot, I've got to count it from up here. 3rd and 32. 3rd down, 32 yards. Carpenter a little woozy there. I would imagine they're just going to run the ball here and get some room to punt. They do. Up the middle, they'll pick up some yardage to get a chance to punt the football here. Here comes the punt team. Now listen to this crowd.
Yeah, and this is unbelievable. Again, it's still the first half. Anything can happen. What's important now is the defense for Arizona State. They have to stop Oregon's offense, or right now they need to stop J.Byrd from returning another kick.
That was a huge hit by Patrick Chung on Rudy Carpenter. You can see that he was bleeding with a bloody nose there. They'll punt the football, gets away, shanked off the side of the foot. Can Arizona State do anything right in this game? They have a couple of hits, they've got a couple of turnovers, and Oregon has the ball at the 37-yard line.
Well, they're not playing good football right now, and I think they're looking at Rudy. Hey, do you have a concussion? Are you all right?
He was woozy when he got up.
I mean, look at the nose. I mean, and he's spitting out blood.
It looked like a boxer. Where's the cut man in the corner wiping the Vaseline under the eye? Half expect to see Mickey over there.
And you see Patrick coming off the corner, number 15. And I know his eyes got big as softballs on that play because he saw Rudy, his back to him.
Oregon fumbles the ball now. Masoli, though, picks it up and he throws it. And it's caught, a completion at the 29-yard line. Said he got his foot in. Jeff Mail. Ducks will be quick to try to get on the ball.
Well, one thing that concerns me is Max Unger with the high snaps.
Now they're going to look at it. You know what? I don't know what foot. He got it down.
He sure did.
I think he got his foot down. So this game not being on TV, they're going to rely on that look that we just saw. So the official's going to come over and talk directly to our production truck right now to get the look. And this is the look. There's no question on the freeze where the guy's frozen before, right? There. His foot is down. That toe is down.
Yes,
that's a catch.
That's a catch. It's a great job by Jeffrey Mail to make that catch and understand, get the foot down.
There it is.
He sticks his foot in the ground. He knows he has to put his foot in the ground.
That should be an easy review.
After review, rolling on the field, confirmed, second down.
I think the fans are surprised that he could actually get his foot down, but he did. Great catch. And a great play by J.Masoli after fumbling the snap.
That's what I was saying before the snap, before that last play. Max Unger, the snaps are high. He needs to get those snaps down.
Second down and a yard. Too early for a knockout punch, but a touchdown here would be big. Jeremiah Johnson looking for some room, not going to find any there on second, and it'll be third and short.
They got to try to get this first down. They got to try to keep this tired ASU defense on the field. I mean, they've taken a lot of snaps, that defense of Arizona State, and they're going to start to get very winded. Here comes the third, fourth quarter, so this is crucial to pick up the first down, and you bring number 9 in the game, Blount.
Third down, 2. Blount with it, breaks one tackle, and he's not going to get back towards the marker there. And ASU, you got to give the defense credit there for standing up after a second and short. And lots of different things you could decide to do here, Anthony. You could, you know, go for it on 4th and 2. They've been moving the ball well. You could try to get a long field goal.
Well, I think if you try to get this long field goal, that would really hurt the this Arizona State football team. I mean, you could just keep putting more points on the board, and it's getting close to halftime. If the offense for Oregon can cap this off with 3 points, that's a victory.
It's a 47-yard attempt. If you don't make it, they got good field position. There's a whistle down, which is too bad because that ball went through by a mile.
Prior to the snap, ball start. Number 43 offense. 5-yard penalty. It remains 4th.
Wow, now you got to think about maybe punting. That was a huge call because that's 3 points.
Well, then look at the leg and look at the kick on this thing. I mean, you got
plenty of distance.
He has 25 yards, 20 yards to spare.
Now it's a 52-yard attempt for Matt Evenson. He had one practice at it. High snap. Sends this one off. Can it get back in? It is good. 52 yards for Matt Evenson. Sneaks inside the upright.
That was big.
And the Ducks extend the lead to 23-0. Great kick by Matt Evenson. Oregon cashes in.
I'm Tony Romo. I've agreed to have myself doubled in size so that you never forget that new lemon-flavored Pepsi NFL kickoff gives you double Pepsi stuff points.
With double stuff points, you can earn lots of cool stuff twice as fast, like MP3s, electronics, and even chances to win free trips.
Because double really is better. Also available in diet.
For a limited time, get double stuff points when you drink lemon-flavored Pepsi NFL Kickoff and earn lots of cool stuff twice as fast.
$30,000. Do I hear 40? $40,000. Do I hear 50? 50,000. I have 50,000. Going once, twice. Sold to the gentleman in the center.
Hi.
Moving on. This is a 19th.
Okay. I want to go ahead and sell it now.
Sell what?
That thing I bought.
Constantly buying and selling stocks doesn't make much sense either. That's why Edward Jones recommends investment strategies that have proven themselves over the long term. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Wheeler.
I'm Mike Barrett.
Hi, I'm Mike Rice.
This pass, Aldridge, the baseline cutter is Webster. We're used to hearing Trailblazers courtside on the radio.
Now we're moving to TV.
Crosses over through the middle, switches to his left.
Well, it's our weekly 2-hour look at the Trailblazers and the NBA. It's a magazine-style show, very free-flowing.
Fakes the three, shot clock at 3.
Catch the premiere of Trailblazers Courtside tomorrow at 6 p.m. on Comcast Sportsnet.
Welcome back, everyone. 23-0. Oregon leads Arizona State. They just played an incredible first half. It's been so one-sided, it's hard to believe it's only 23. Here's Matt Evenson as he kicks this one off. Again, deep into the end zone, doing a great job on kickoffs today. And the Sun Devils will start at the 20-yard line. Hey, fans, coming up this Friday, a special Halloween edition of the Pac-10 Cross Country Championships, if you can believe it. This Friday, 2:15 for the women's race, 3:15 for the men's race. The Oregon women are ranked number 2 in the nation. The Oregon men are the defending national champions and ranked number 1 in the country. Go out to Springfield Country Club this Friday. Should be a great time. Hopefully the weather will hold. And we're working right now to get that televised as well. So check your local times and listings on Comcast Sportsnet and also online at GoDucks.com. Ducks a little confused on defense right here as Sun Devils come out. A little pressure coming, and a Carpenter is hit from behind. Nick Reed getting there.
You know, it looked like Carpenter's holding the ball too long. I mean, he has to deliver that football. And if he's not going to keep stepping up in the pocket, he's taking a couple steps in the pocket, then he stops. And that's just a bullseye right there. He has to keep getting up in that pocket, throw the football, or tuck it and run. I mean, you see him, he's stopped right now. He's not stepping up, and then here comes Nick Reed, and he's starting to pad a little bit. Got to get rid of that football.
Second down and 10 for Arizona State here. Very quiet here in Sun Devil Stadium. Carpenter will hand it off to Nance, who has a hole for the first time today. And he goes down after a 11-yard pickup. And a first down for Arizona State. Listen to the crowd with a kind of the mock cheer.
Well, that's what type of running back Nance is between the tackles, straight ahead. He's not going to maybe break a 60-yarder, but he'll pick up a first down. He'll get 20 yards running north and south.
First and 10 for ASU. Here's Nance again. This time he runs into the hole. Ducks do a good job flying to the ball. Nance loses a yard, I think, on the play.
So nice job seeing all those white jerseys around the ball carrier, and that's what the defense wants to do, and they've been working on it during that bye week. Hey, we all have to be fresh. We all have to get to the ball.
3 first downs in 20 minutes of football for ASU. Ducks sitting with 10 here in the second quarter. Ducks mix it up here as well with 3 down linemen. Guys spread all over the field here. Carpenter to throw. Now he flushes and drops it short. And they'll pick up 9 on the play, close to a first down. Maybe they'll stretch it out. Now they'll mark it right at the 40. 3rd and 1 coming up.
A long one.
Hey, Anthony, I want to send out a very special welcome to the University of Oregon students, who are probably the only folks on the planet watching this live, and also the folks at Mac Court tonight, where the Oregon volleyball team has won the first 2 games against Arizona. And part of that contract that prohibits us from delivering it live to everybody, the one stipulation is that you can deliver it on campus, only on your campus. So very special welcome to all you great University of Oregon students. I know you're taking a time out from all those midterm studying you're doing. 3rd and short, big hole, big hole. And ASU moves it into Oregon territory as Nance having some success. 18 yards on the play.
Again, looking at Nance running north and south. 3rd and 1. A lot of times when you bring a lot of guys to the line of scrimmage, if the running back gets to past that 2nd level, which just happened, he's going to pick up some yards. He's not going to take it all the way. He's not fast enough. He was able to get the 1st down.
8 of 18 on the play.
I'm sure all those Oregon students are studying tonight.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Play action here for Carpenter. Looking on the backside now, going for the home run ball. Duck defenders out there and incomplete.
I know the Duck fans are happy to see 3 white jerseys around one ASU receiver. In the past, talk about the past defensive Oregon, they've been getting beat by the receivers. That time, it wasn't happening. It's a nice job by the secondary.
Current drive right now, Arizona State's best drive of the day. 38 yards on 6 plays. They've taken 235. If anything, just give their defense a little bit of a rest here. And they're threatening to try to get on the board here for the first time. Once again, they've had 6 straight quarters without scoring a touchdown. Carpenter to throw, he gets hit and he gets rid of the ball.
He's taking a beating. I mean, he's getting hit with a 3-man rush. Kenny Rowe, number 58, with his quickness, comes inside, makes a move on the offensive tackle, comes inside the offensive tackle. Carpenter doesn't have a chance. No chance at all.
Third down and 10. This is a big play for ASU, Anthony, to try to convert and get something going here. They might even go for it on 4th down if they don't get it here. Here's Carpenter. Once again, the pressure comes. A little happy feet. Now he throws it way down the field, and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted.
Intended for Kyle Williams.
I thought it was intercepted by T.J. Ward.
I thought so as well.
Or Patrick Chung, one of the two that was back there.
As soon as it went down to him, I looked straight at the official to see, but it was right in his hands.
It was right in Patrick's hands. He had the football, came out. Great coverage downfield. Look at 3 Oregon Ducks downfield on the ball.
Kyle Williams, they yelled at the official, but all that was Williams down there with 3 Oregon Ducks. Ducks are doing a great job on play action today, Anthony. Punts high, and it's going to come down short right around the 15-yard line, and Byrd makes the catch at the 17, so that worked out beautifully. That was a 24-yard punt. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been down there inside the 5.
Seeing something very positive, Joe, you know, with the defense playing the long pass.
Coming up here in just a few moments on the AT&T Halftime Report, highlights and stats, some scores from around the country. And Coach Bruce Snyder is being honored here tonight, former Duck player and former coach here at Arizona State. Here's Masoli on a little give-back counter play, and the Ducks will get maybe a yard out of it with 3:20 to go here in the half. Andre Crenshaw's in the game now, tailback.
Well, here they can manage the clock and maybe move this football down the field with 3:10 left in the game to get something before they go into halftime.
Comes a blitz. Masoli throws it to the outside. Chris Harper. Harper makes one guy miss, and now another, and Harper picks up 4 yards on a play that looked like it had huge potential.
But, you know, you talk about Chris Harper, you have to remember he's just a true freshman. I mean, he was playing quarterback, now he's playing receiver. He's special.
Well, 3rd down and 7. Ducks haven't had to punt the ball yet today. See if they can convert. Masoli going to throw. Over the middle, intercepted, touchdown. Is it going to be a touchdown? It is. To the 5 and make it to the 1. I thought for sure it was going to be a touchdown and a possible game changer for the Sun Devil defense.
That was a great read by the middle linebacker, Maurice Wooten. Reading Jeremiah's eyes all the way. Jeremiah was looking at that tight end. I think he was looking for Ed Dixon to sit down, and number 52 makes a great read on the play, cuts right in front of the ball receiver.
Crenshaw saves the touchdown. I thought for sure when he picked it off there was nobody going to be in the way, and he was going to be in. And Wooten with his first interception of the season. And now ASU, can they go 1 yard for a touchdown? Carpenter sneaks it in, and ASU is on the board. They haven't signaled it yet, but he's laying across the goal line. There's the signal. Wow. Boy, in a game that looked like it was headed for an absolute blowout, ASU's got to feel incredibly lucky to be at 23-7.
Well, you got to think the offense needs to thank the defense for that. I mean, because the offense for Arizona State hasn't done anything. The defense, Maurice Wooten came through and made a big play.
Extra point is up, and no good on the extra point. He missed it. I think he missed that just to get me, because I said 23-7 already.
Was he after you?
Just to get me. 23-6 is the score here on the missed extra point. So both teams have missed an extra point. Anthony, I just as much as Oregon has dominated the game, you know, it's 23-6. It's a great first half lead. You still got 2:01, and you felt like it was going to take a scoring drive like that for ASU to get on the board the way they were moving the football. 1 play, 1 yard, the shortest, fastest, most brief Carl's Jr. $6 burger scoring drive in history.
Well, that's all on Jeremiah Masoli to throw that football, eyeballing the receiver as the linebackers was watching the quarterback, broke on the ball, made the great play, and you tip your hat off to the defense. Number 52 makes a great play in middle linebacker.
Ducks have 2:01 to do something here. ASU looks to have made maybe some changes defensively, Anthony. They have basically stopped Oregon on the last 2 drives. This kickoff's a line driver that's going to go into the end zone, and the Ducks will take it at the 20. Ducks have still only thrown for 35 yards in the first half.
Well, exactly. And you'd like to see the ball down the field to a Jason Williams, to T.Scott, but you know, right now you're winning 23-3, so what's the 6?
Hey fans, don't forget, OSN is bigger and better than ever. It's Sunday night with Mike Bellotti, presented by Bimart, live on OSN, home of the Ducks and Comcast Sportsnet. Anthony and Mike will go down to the field after the game and talk to Coach Bellotti about this one, and the guys will spend all night editing it together for you. 6 o'clock tomorrow night on Comcast Sportsnet. First down play, Crenshaw through the middle. ASU still has some timeouts here. They've got 2, I believe. They do have 2 timeouts left with 1:49 to go. Ducks with all 3 timeouts here with 1:45. Masoli throws it to T.Scott. Scott almost gets away to the 38-yard line.
T.Scott is so dangerous in the open field, and you get the ball in his hands on one-on-one against a corner. I'll take that matchup any day. It's a nice job on Omar Bolton.
Masoli going to scramble down to the far side. He's got good speed. He looks down the field and throws it away. 1:24 to go in the half.
You got to be careful as the Oregon offense not to give Arizona State anything also. Protect that football. Jeremiah has 1 INT on the night. You don't want to give him another one here with 1:24 left in the half. You got to protect the ball, be smart at the quarterback position, throw safe passes.
Second down at 10. Masoli one-hands, a little screen set up. Mail gets turned around. Boy, that inside screen makes me lose a breath every time because you feel like he's going to get blasted every time.
There's a lot of bodies flying toward the middle of the field. Jeffrey Mayo, again, he will get hit, he will get spun around, and he gets right back up every time.
3rd down and 7, under a minute now. Masoli, plenty of time, throws it short. And Johnson is very close, but short of the 1st down. They're going to have to punt the football here, Anthony, with 46 seconds to go
and that's,
in the half.
Well, and that's smart. And too bad they didn't get that 1st down to keep that thing going. But
yeah, she's going to use a timeout.
Arizona State, number 2 in the half. It's a 30-second timeout.
If Oregon would have picked the 1st down up right there, they would have had a chance to move the ball across midfield and maybe
41 seconds on the game clock. 41 seconds.
Get something out of this drive. But now it's up to the defense to play hard and stop from Arizona State to move going down the field, trying to get a field goal themselves.
Hey fans, something new this year at GoDucks.com. We're going to auction a football off, a game ball, every single week at GoDucks.com. This week's auction features a game ball from the Purdue win, the overtime win at Purdue. For more information or to make a bid, visit GoDucks.com and you'll see an auctions up in the right-hand corner. You just click on that and you can bid on the game ball. So that's pretty cool. You get, auction ends on October 26th on this one, and then we'll auction this game ball off sometime later on in the future. And there's also a brand new photo store available at GoDucks.com where you can buy photos of game action. Some of the iconic photos like Jason Fife going into the end zone against Michigan. Buy those photos, get it framed right online. Great gift, gets delivered right to your front door. All on GoDucks.com. 4th and 1, Josh Cyree with his first punt of the game. It's an end-over-ender that's going to hang up and drop and go into the end zone. And ASU will have the ball at the 20-yard line with 31 seconds remaining.
Cyree was trying to get that bounce that he wanted. You know, that football is not round, and sometimes you get that lucky bounce and sometimes you don't.
What do you think ASU does here, Anthony? They just try to play it safe, or do they maybe take a shot? They use a timeout.
With the lack of protection from Rudy, you know, you think they might play it safe and run the football, but they're going from the shotgun position to throw the football to see what they can get out of this.
Ducks still have 3 timeouts in case they were to get a turnover. They're going to run the ball on 1st down, and that'll be the quarter and the half. Masoli was 11 of 16 for 78 in the 1st half. They ran the ball pretty well, 150 yards in the 1st half, but ASU a little more success defensively late in the 2nd quarter. We'll see if that carries over to the 2nd half. The Sun Devil fans here not happy. Oregon with a 23-7 lead, and ASU's got to consider themselves pretty lucky. It's 23-6. Thanks, Anthony. They ought to consider themselves to be pretty lucky to be just 23-6 after Oregon dominated and threatened the entire 1st half. We'll be back with our AT&T halftime report after this from Tempe.
You know, it's not all fun and games when you're a mascot. Every year I find myself where the season always ends meets the bills never stop. You know that place where you realize even a squirrel can't live off peanuts? Well, maybe you don't, but believe me, I'm there.
Here's a way to score on savings.
Nice.
Switch your car insurance to State Farm. You'll save big, plus get a payment plan that fits your budget. Call, click, or visit and start saving today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You know I wear this everywhere.
A lesson for parents. Be the boss of your remote control. There's a lot you can do. Yes, you can surf the channels with it, but did you know your cable or satellite remote can help you control what your children watch? It's pretty easy. First, hit Menu or Settings. Then, scroll through the on-screen options to set the parental controls and your password. You can block the programming by channel or rating, or block the programming by setting the V-chip in your TV. Be the boss of what your kids watch on TV. Learn more at thetvboss.org.
The only place on TV to catch the Oregon-Arizona State game is Comcast Sports Net. Your Oregon Ducks.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
The Arizona State Sun Devils. Featuring full pregame coverage, this is sure to be a Pac-10 battle you don't want to miss.
He finds a little hole and gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tune into Comcast Sportsnet for an exclusive presentation of the Ducks football game versus Arizona State. Tonight at 7 on Comcast Sportsnet. Game on.
My style has always been about the people that live in the space. I know I'm changing the way they react when they come through their door. I'm always fascinated by architecture and fine art and travel, and I have to know about that in order to design what I design for HSN. I want everyone to be able to benefit and see what I see, touch what I've touched, and have a choice of how to assemble their home.
Nate Berkus, available now on HSN.
Ain't gonna happen.
Keep your stash. Sign up today for Comcast Digital Voice with unlimited local and long distance plus voicemail. Because the less money you pay, the more you get to keep for yourself. Just call 1-800-COMCAST today. Comcast Digital Voice. It's Comcastic.
Hey everyone, welcome back. It's the AT&T halftime report.
Coach, I know not the way you wanted to end the half, but other than that, I mean, your offense defense played pretty well up to that point.
Our defense is playing exceptionally well. That one touchdown, give the guys the ball at the 1 yard, is pretty tough. Our special teams and offense are not playing as well as we need them to. We're playing okay offensively. We made some mistakes. Again, we're just not quite there. We're getting pretty close, but I'm really impressed with our defense right now. We got to come out and turn on the second half.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, head coach Mike Bellotti, and that's about what we thought he would say, Anthony. Like, hey, fine, but could have been even more.
Right.
And get a chance to hear from Coach Bellotti every Tuesday night at the Cooler. It's the Cooler's Tailgate Tuesday, 7 to 8 o'clock. Join Jerry Allen and Coach Bellotti. Players come down as well. Great food, drink specials. Enter for your chance to win tickets to a Duck home game and much more. The Cooler Restaurant and Bar located on MLK in Eugene. Looks like they're on that way again, Anthony.
But yeah, they are. And I think what's disturbing, and the coaches are looking at the Oregon coaches, the turnovers for Oregon. You know, you're winning, still 23-6, but you have 3 turnovers. You have to protect the football.
252 to 89, 23-6. You know, you'd like to think Oregon's going to do some scoring here in the second half, and ASU's going to have to just unload something. You'd think to win the game, but there's a lot of time left here, and they're certainly in the game at 23-6. Ducks will get the ball first here in the second half. The kickoff is going to come down 1 yard deep. The Ducks are going to get a chance to bring this one out on the kickoff return. Jameer Holland getting a chance to touch the football, and he takes it out to the 25.
That's a man with some speed right there, Jameer Holland. Like to see him in the offensive unit to threaten that secondary of ASU down the field.
Jameer Holland at some point this year is going to get free and go.
Yes, he is. He can fly.
Boy, a drive here, Anthony, and a touchdown would just be a dagger here in Tempe if they can cash in on this opening drive. Throws it out quick, one-on-one out there, and a 7-yard gain. Garrett Blount out there.
That's Terrence Scott.
Terrence Scott.
Yeah, Terrence Scott. Those numbers
Terrence
blend.
Scott, number 8 on the far side, getting buried.
How far are we up, Joe? We're up here. It's hard to see the numbers from here.
Waiting to see Jason Williams get into the act here. Hand the ball off. Johnson has the first down across the 35.
Johnson does a nice job of running the football and watching that hole to open up, and then when he sees that hole, he explodes through that line of scrimmage. Because of his quickness and explosiveness, he can get through that hole, and he may break another one before the end of the game.
Masoli has spread it out to 6 different receivers. Here's Masoli trying to make one guy miss and can't squirt away from it. Picks up a couple yards. I was going to say, Anthony, that Jason Williams does not have a catch yet in the game, and he had that huge game here a couple years ago.
You know, Jason Williams is matched up against a very small corner, not small, at 5'9". 180, Terrell Carr, number 5, and they haven't taken advantage of it. There's the first play right there.
Jason Williams breaks the tackle and gets the first down. And you're right, that's such a mismatch down there, Anthony, that you could tell they wanted to get it down here. Here's Jason from a couple years ago where he was just unstoppable in this game.
Well, you give him the football, and he's dangerous with the ball in his hands. I mean, he's a big man running the football. It's like a tight end, but he runs like a receiver.
And I think he's even faster today. Here's Masoli, throws it to the outside. Mail went inside, tried to split it. He'll pick up 7 yards, and that looked from here. Of course, we're in outer space here, but it looked like a touchdown.
Well, it's hard to see from up here what the guy is seeing down on the field, but to me, almost like if you cut inside, you might have some more running room. But we're way up here, and they're on the football field. 2nd down and 8. Masoli going to keep it, throws it to the outside to Mail on this side now. He has the first down and more. Mail gets spun down at the 30-yard line. Ducks have the Sun Devils on their heels defensively. Quick pace offense. Yes, it is, and they're spreading the defense out by throwing the ball to the right side, to the left side. Different receivers are touching the football with the little play action. The defense for Arizona State, they have to defend a lot of players as skilled players on the field at one time. Who's getting the ball? Who do we stop?
Malachi Lewis is into the game now. Here's Masoli on 1st and 10. Little fake there. Now he's looking down the field. Now he's just going to take off and run it. Got to protect the football, and he goes down. And Arizona State with the football. I think Masoli thought he was down, but they did not blow it dead. They did not blow it dead, and ASU is going to have the ball at the Oregon 8-yard line unless it gets overturned.
What? Jeremiah was holding the ball out kind of wild, trying to do a little spin move fake. And here's the football hanging out there. He's down.
Sure looked like he was laying on the ground.
He's down. He's down.
They're going to review that.
Oh, his back hit the ground, and then the ball came out.
The Oregon Ducks have to call a timeout probably because they're up on the line right now. They got to call a timeout.
Previous play is under review.
He was down. His back was on the ground. Then the ball bounced up in the air.
The Oregon offensive lineman didn't even want to leave the field. They thought it was such a bad call. So now they're going to take a look at it. And again, they're going to see what we're showing you here. Here's Masoli.
Down, then there goes the ball. He's down.
It's a huge call, too. It's a game-changing type call.
Down, there goes the ball. The crowd can't call it a fumble.
I don't see any way that this play would ever stand.
Now, he's getting us. See, he's talking about putting the ball out. You know, this is not JC. Okay, protect the football. This is not youth football, high school football. Protect the ball around these defenders. And these are learning situations for him. We have to still understand he's a young quarterback in the Pac-10. He will learn.
The officials in the booth are seeing what we're seeing, and then they're relaying it down to the sideline. So we might have to show it one more time if they're still discussing it.
I don't understand how they can't see that his back hit the ground, even his behind hit the ground, and then the ball came out.
Waiting for the review, but again, they're only going to see what we are showing them. Boy, sure looked like he was down. I mean, I can't imagine this doesn't get overturned, Anthony, but they haven't done anything yet.
See, the ground forced the ball out of his hand. The jolt from hitting the ground. They thought maybe though he was fumbling the ball as he was going down. He still had possession of the ball when he hit the ground.
After review, the ruling on the field has been reversed. Oregon's ball, 2nd down and 10 on the 30-yard line.
Well, there's a few anxious moments there.
I thought he was going to say the play stands.
That's a game-changing type.
Oh, that is. That is right there.
That's why you have instant replay, folks. Remember all the years of controversy? They shouldn't have it.
Yeah.
That's why you have it.
To get it right.
And give them credit. They got it right. That's why you have it.
Come on, defense!
2nd down, I believe. 2nd down at 11 for the Ducks at the 30 on the opening drive of the second half.
2nd and 11 from the 30.
SC leading Arizona 10-3. They'll hand it off on the end around, getting some speed now around the corner, and close to a first down is T.Scott, and they will mark him with a first down at the 18-yard line.
And that's some speed around the corner right there, number 8, T.Scott. He runs the ball very well in space. He has great vision as he runs the football, and great job by Ed Dixon. We haven't called Ed Dixon out, but I'm calling him out because he's making a great block down the field.
Well, he is so fast. Here's Masoli now, 1st and 10. Masoli going to keep it, looking towards the end zone over the middle, throws it too far. Malachi Lewis was there, and he just missed him.
Jeremiah has such a strong arm. He has to understand the touch of the football game. Try to get that ball, make it catchable so the guy can catch the football and have a touchdown. He was wide open, wide open.
Need a little more touch on that play. 2nd down and 10. Ducks with a good opening drive. Now they got to cash it in for some points.
Yeah.
Here's Masoli. Plenty of time. Now he's going to run it. No, he's going to throw it. And it's caught. I don't know how the ball got through there and down at the 6-yard line. J.Johnson with the catch.
Well, I thought J.Masoli was going to run the football. It looked like it was kind of like a little shot put. Steps up in the pocket real nice, and then all of a sudden throws the football. It's a great catch. The defender had his back to him, so he couldn't see the football.
Ducks with the 1st and goal now. Little play action, fake. Masoli's going to try to run it now. He looks. Now he might have to throw it away. Masoli throws it into the end zone. He might want to throw that one into row 30 rather than anywhere in fair play, right?
Oh, yeah, you got to get rid of that football. If you're over by the sideline and you're going to throw that thing away, throw it to a Duck fan.
Well, throw it to the drummer up there in row 7.
Yeah, you can't throw this in the end zone. I mean, this ball has to be clearly out of bounds when you throw the ball.
2nd and goal now. Hand the ball off. Johnson into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Jeremiah Johnson. 6-yard touchdown run.
You know, right there, Jeremiah Johnson, he showed nice patience in running the football, waiting for that hole to open up, and then as soon as he saw daylight, just put it in the 2nd gear. And look at the patience, and look at the block by Max Unger, the center, number 60. I mean, he a pancake, the defensive lineman. Nice job by the offensive lineman on that.
Matt evens it on to attempt the extra point. And his kick is up, and it is good. And Oregon now leads it 30-6. What a big opening drive as Oregon took it 75 yards for the score.
The day begins the same as it has every day for over 130 years. With generations of brewmasters still hand-selecting the finest hops and 2- and 6-row barley. With a stubborn commitment to an age-old recipe, which costs so much to brew and age. It's a tradition of quality we'll always stand by. Some things aren't meant to change. Some things never will.
What can $5 buy you for dinner? Announcing the $5 platter after 5 p.m. every day at Taco Del Mar. Get a great deal on a complete meal. Now just $5 after 5 every day at Taco Del Mar.
Tonight on Comcast Sportsnet.
Straight from Coach Bellotti, we go live every week. Don't miss the Mike Bellotti press conference. Live from Eugene every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. on Comcast Sportsnet.
What can $5 buy you for dinner? Announcing the $5 platter after 5 p.m. every day at Taco Del Mar. Get a great deal on a complete meal. Now just $5 after 5 every day at Taco Del Mar.
30-6, 11:47 to go here in the game, and or excuse me, in the 3rd quarter. Oregon with a big lead now. You saw the student section; they're all gone. And Jeremiah Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the day, with his signature big smile. Ducks get a break, not getting a flag. Looks like they were offsides on that kickoff. And here come the Sun Devils. And they'll start right at the 20-yard line. Hey, folks, today's Comcast trivia question. Brought to you by Comcast. 3 great services from 1 great company. Go back to Bruce Snyder here, being inducted into the Hall of Fame. The former Duck player, played for Casanova, says he learned so much from Cas. So the question is, tonight, Bruce Snyder played for the Ducks from 60 to 63. What position was he for some of you old timers who've been around?
Good
Carpenter
question.
on first down. Completes it for a gain of 7 yards. And one of those men in making the Hall of Fame, Eric Allen, came up here into the booth to visit with Anthony Newman. These 2 guys played NFL. Between these 2 guys, they've got 25 years of football experience. So in the NFL, you can learn a little bit from these 2 fellas up here. After this play, we'll get to a discussion here with Eric Allen, being inducted in the ASU Hall of Fame tonight along with Bruce Snyder. Here's ASU running the football for about a yard. 3rd and 1 coming up. I'd like to welcome Arizona State Hall of Famer and former NFL player, 13 years, I think 6 Pro Bowls, right, Eric?
Yeah.
Eric Allen joins us here along with Anthony Newman. Anthony, this is fun for you. Oh, your old buddy up here?
Yeah, it is fun for me. I mean, we've been roommates forever in the league.
My God.
And I'm so proud of him to be inducted. And, you know, this is his comfort zone because, you know, he's an analyst and broadcast for ESPN for the football, the NFL. So, you know, I'm bowing my head and my hands right now to him because he's doing a great job. I see him on the television on the tube. But let's talk about your team for a minute. We always, you know, we talk about the football teams, and when we're
fumble. Oregon has it on the fumble.
Now, if we reverse this thing about 20 years, I know the Sun Devils have the best in this game right now. Me and Anthony are great friends, and we've always held great respect for each other on the football field, but our institutions are always the centerpiece of that in the beginning. And if you guys don't know, Anthony was supposed to be here with me at Arizona State University.
Oh, he told me the story.
Exactly.
He was going to come play baseball and football, and when he got on the plane, he felt that pull to stay in Oregon.
No, it was a guy named Barry Bonds that kept me in Oregon. That's what happened.
How about that? Well, looking at this fumble here, you know, Eric, I know that you got to feel upset with the way ASU is playing tonight, and clearly they're not playing their kind of football tonight. What's your perspective of what you're seeing tonight?
Well, it's been a disappointing season for the football team. I think, first of all, when you don't have the capabilities of protecting your quarterback, and the offensive line of scrimmage continues to get pushed back, and I think they haven't been able to solve that problem this year. And I think that's the first thing that you have to solve. Coming off last year with a great year we had, but again, offensive line has really hurt us big time this year.
Yeah, Rudy Carpenter sure has a hard time really getting any time. And when teams aren't having to commit linebackers on that rush, guys are getting to him when they're rushing 4, sometimes 5, and he's taking some abuse when that happens, and that makes it pretty tough for anybody to be efficient on offense, doesn't it?
Yeah, and Rudy is an outstanding quarterback in this league. Has done some great things, but again, without a solid running game and the offensive line, you really can't rely on the pass like you can if you're a football team that can control the line of scrimmage.
Sun Devils have a man down on the field right now.
That's Mike Nolan, isn't it?
Yeah, Troy Nolan.
Nolan.
Strong safety. It looks like he's okay coming off the field.
Now, what does Rudy have to do, you know, to try to turn this thing around? I mean, he's the star on this football team, and I know it takes the offensive lineman to give him protection, but can he do anything by himself? I mean, it's a tough situation because you don't have a running game, and you're trying to throw the football. You have no protection. But I've seen some quarterbacks pull it out of their hat and do something. And what can he do?
Yeah, like your kid from last year. I think Dixon was the perfect example of a guy who can make things happen without a tremendous amount of talent around him. I don't think Rudy is capable of doing that because the lack of athletic ability. He's not able to evade the rush. He's a kind of typical drop-back passer. Right. He needs that protection. He needs that horseshoe, as we call it, to be able to step up in the pocket and deliver the ball. The guys on the outside are capable. I love Mike Jones as a receiver, but again, you don't have the type of quarterback who can make things happen outside the pocket like you do now with your guy with Oregon and last year's guy.
Is the offensive line for
Blount still on his feet? I don't think there was a whistle. Blount goes into the end zone, and they're going to signal a touchdown. Was he down? The officials are looking at each other. They're not sure what to call. One official put the arms up, and now they're going to have to look at it and review this one.
It looks like the old running play Maurice Morris ran years ago in the bowl game. against Colorado. He's not down because he's on a player. He's still not down. He's still not down.
You're not down when you're on a guy.
Unbelievable effort.
They're going to review it, but I don't think he was down.
Did you see his knee hit the ground?
I didn't see his knee hit the ground.
L.Blount has had some amazing runs this year. A big 6'2", 250-pound running back.
And watch right here. I don't see the knee. Look right. He landed on the player. Landed on. No, he's not down.
He's not down.
Well, that'll be. Imagine that happening here when Maurice Morris did it here in 2001 in the Fiesta Bowl
against Colorado.
Same exact sort of play on the far side of the field over there. So there's L.Blount. He's like, I'm not down. I wasn't down.
He'll be on SportsCenter all day tomorrow.
With this run?
Yes, definitely.
Well, that's a top 10. You're right, Eric.
Yeah, that is. That is. Well, he's made great plays all year. I mean, he jumps over people. He's 240 pounds, Eric. You know, he's a JC transfer. He comes from down the Florida area.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
There it is. Touchdown for L.Blount. And that sends the Arizona State student section, those that were still here, onto Mill Street. It's a tough night, isn't it, Eric?
Yeah, it is. It is. And you expected both football teams to come into this night after last year and what they accomplished, and the Pac-10 not playing as high as expected to play, but definitely thought these football teams would prove to be solid teams throughout not just the conference but the nation this year.
Well, Eric, thanks so much for coming on up here and joining us today and seeing your old buddy. This is great. The extra point is up and it's through. And I'm sure there'll be better games between the Ducks and the Devils in the future. But, Eric, we sure appreciate you spending some time with us.
Anytime, guys. And Ant was my guy. Took care of me at the safety position. Allowed me to roam back there. Just great job.
Back with more after this.
Two clients of mine, Mike and Carol, live here. With 3 girls, 3 boys, and a
The Saturday night, watching our Oregon and the Arizona State playing each other. And, you know, it's I got bragging rights now, so far.
He was awfully gracious to come up and spend some time, Anthony. And I think it's interesting to get a perspective from the other guys sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
That was nice, and also special for you since that was your roommate all those years in the NFL. So, Comcast trivia question again was Bruce Snyder played at Oregon for Cavs back in the early 60s, had some great success there. Do you remember what position he played back in the days when the Ducks played their football at Hayward Field? Who do you think it is?
Fullback?
Well, he played fullback. Yeah, he played fullback. Our trivia question brought to you by Comcast.
A bruiser? You think it was a bruiser?
Oh, yeah. I think
out of the backfield to catch the ball.
In those days, I'm sure he...
You were a bruiser.
I don't know if they're at the helmet yet in 1960 or not. I'll have to go back and look at the old books to see if they actually got to the actual shelled helmet. They're still in the leather helmet, right? I do know that if they were in the regular helmet, there had to be no face mask yet.
Right.
Can you believe they played football with no face mask?
No way. I have no... That's just crazy.
A little different now. These guys, basically in a fortress.
But they kind of played it like rugby, where they don't go in there with their head leading with their face mask to tackle with the face and the chest. They kind of wrap and reach and make those tackles.
Rudy Carpenter still at quarterback. They hand it off on the end around and have some success there. Get a first down out of it across the 35. Williams on the carry. Chung slow to get up on the play. He went down awkwardly. I didn't really see him get hit, but he's definitely, I think he's just out of breath maybe, as J.Byrd comes over to talk to him.
Well, I think he might have got the wind knocked out of him, if anything. You see, there he goes right there. Boom, gets hit right in the back of the head, so it's he's a little dizzy right now.
He also reached for his back hamstring. There's a little bit of a limp when he comes out. Yeah, point to his hamstring. Maybe it was more of a Charlie horse than a
well, yeah.
Guy went down on it.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the knee of the offensive player for Arizona State might have hit him in the back of the hamstring.
That was first down number 5 for ASU. And this Oregon defense is playing one heck of a game here tonight. The only points allowed were on a 1-yard drive. Now, Anthony, as the game goes along, Arizona State's going to start getting some yards.
Yeah.
Because Oregon's just going to, you know, make them work their way down the field. Not going to give up anything big.
We're not going to give up a big play right here. And here's where Patrick misses the play right there and gets hit. Well, he hit him in the back of the upper part of the body, the back, the head area, but he's holding his leg, but he's ready to go back in. Again, he's a tough character. He's a tough kid. You'll see him playing on Sunday somewhere.
Second down at 4 for ASU. And some movement on the offensive line and on the defensive line. It's important when the stats roll out in the paper tomorrow. People should remember where it is right now at 37-6.
Dead ball, false start. Offense, number 63, 5-yard penalty. It remains second down.
Well, I know the defense for Oregon, you know, they're not looking to give up any bombs here. You got a nice lead. You want Arizona State to kind of chip away at getting yards, having a long play drive, 15-play drive, and maybe making a mistake out of that drive. And the way Arizona State's been playing this game, you know, they're going to make a mistake, and Oregon wants to jump all over that.
They had 136 total yards right now. And again, the Ducks have, again, rushing 3 here on 2nd and 9. Maybe going to bring some pressure here. They come from the outside. Devils run it. But they're just going to keep everything in front. Keep the clock rolling. Get on home.
Well, ASU's trying to keep them honest with the draw. That's how you're going to run the football. If you're going to run it with you being behind like this, draw, maybe some quick screens. But they still have to get the ball down the field. I mean, the time is not on their side right now. That clock is a ticking.
Here comes a little pressure for Carpenter. He throws it, and it's complete, I believe, at the 50-yard line and a first down.
It was a great catch by Mike Jones.
Climb the ladder for it into Oregon territory.
At 6'4", he's a big, tall receiver. He does a great job of holding on to the football. And W.Thurmond does a nice job of getting him down. You see the sportsmanship of W.Thurmond, making sure that the guy's not injured, because you don't want your opponent to be injured, but you want to put a good look on him here and there to let him know that you're playing and you're out there.
Carpenter on the play action. Now he's forced away. A helmet comes off. He's running for his life, and he just finally gets rid of it. Second down at 10.
That was a nice play by Rudy. You testing that ankle. That ankle looks like it's okay. I mean, usually the ankle gets sore in the third and fourth quarter, and you can't run like you've been running before, but he does a nice job of throwing off his back foot. Takes a fall on his own.
I can sit here and probably count the number of Arizona State students left. It's in the low hundreds, I can tell you that. Their student section has emptied here tonight. Second down at 10, and they got to use a timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State, number 1 of the half. It's a 30-second timeout.
Hey, folks, ensure the future success of Oregon athletics by donating to the Duck Athletic Fund. Remember the scholarships that Oregon athletes have, the 500+ student athletes at the University of Oregon. All those scholarships have to be paid for by your donations and by the athletic department. And people don't realize that at most schools in this country, they provide tuition waivers, which means the student athletes, their tuition is waived and they come and they get a scholarship, because that's the one way that a university can help out the athletic department. And in Oregon, it's not the case. So Oregon, not only do they have to be self-sufficient, which they are, but they also have to pay for scholarships, and they're getting it done. And they're getting it done with your great help. It doesn't happen without you. So call 346-5433, and a very special welcome to all you students on campus right now. I want to mention again that Pac-10 rule does not allow us to deliver this game live anywhere in the nation other than the Oregon campus. So I want to just welcome all you students who are taking a break from your studies and having a good Saturday night. Some of my greatest memories, Anthony, happened on Saturday night on campus. Studying. Completion out of bounds for 7 yards.
Trying to study, huh?
Do you like how I slipped that in?
It was a great night to study.
It's a great night to go to the library and study. Yep.
Study at home, you know, but most of the time you have 4 or 5 roommates.
Yeah, and I was one of those students too. I lived in, grew up in Forest Grove, but I wasn't going home. I mean, I was in college. I wasn't driving home on the weekend to do my laundry.
No, when I was a freshman, I was going home. After that, my sophomore, junior, senior year, I didn't see my house.
Once you get used to the food, then you don't have to go home anymore, right?
Right.
Complete for a first down as ASU again starting to pick down the field here. 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Those are the good old days. I lived in, the first year I lived in Tingle, the dorm right there, not too far from Hayward Field in Hamilton Complex. And I'm sure there's some kids in there tonight in their dorm rooms watching the game. And then I lived in the University Inn. I was an RA. Can you believe that?
Yep.
That's when you and I met.
Yeah.
I was the RA on the second floor of the University Inn. How about that?
Those were the days, Joe.
Oh, yeah. You on your blue RX-7 rolling through town. Rudy Carpenter having a tough night, Anthony. No question about that. And, I'm not so sure that he was completely healthy, but you can't put it on him. He hasn't had any time to throw. You look at career in Pac-10.
Yeah.
Guy's had some big games.
He's a great quarterback, and I see him playing at the next level. And the problem tonight is that he doesn't have any supporting cast to help him out. And I was talking to Eric Allen about it. He doesn't have that offensive line, doesn't have the great running game. He has one good receiver, Mike Jones, but he doesn't have time to throw the ball to Mike Jones to make any plays. So you feel a little sorry for the guy, but he needs some help.
Goes this one to the outside. Nice delivery and a completion. Across the 30 to the 25-yard line. Tonight he's 13 of 25 as he just now goes over 100 yards passing. And those are, of course, active numbers, so meaning that nobody in the league playing quarterback now has thrown or done anything even close to what he's done in his career. Part of that's the number of games he's played, but he's also had a lot of games where he's thrown for a lot of yards.
Yeah. And looking at him, and you watch him run, you watch him throw the football, he doesn't look like the best quarterback out there. As you see, Herring still running the football. But he understands the game, and that's why he's such a good quarterback. He understands what's going on the field, and like we talked about in the pregame, he can pick up the blitz very quickly and throw to the open guy. A lot of quarterbacks can't do that.
Current drive, 11 plays, 59 yards. Again, Oregon trying to make them earn everything. 4:47 on the drive here as the clock ticks under 5 in the third quarter. Here's Carpenter going to hand the ball off into the backfield and very close to another first down. I think he's got it. Colt Linehan with the tackle.
Well, they have some new life in the running back, Ryan Bass, the running back number 21, running the football, fresh legs.
Beautiful night here in Tempe as I look across Sun Devil Stadium out towards Mesa where we were staying. Airplanes coming into C.Harper Airport. And my first TV job was out here in 1990. And boy, it's changed in those last 18 years, that's for sure. A little pressure coming on Carpenter. Hit from behind and delivers it high. Receiver still should have gone up and got it.
Yeah, that was a catchable ball, and Rudy did a good job trying to avoid the sack. And ball was thrown a little high, but if it hits your hands, like we say, it should be a catch.
Wes Evans, the tight end, didn't get his mitts up there quick enough.
You have to watch the ASU sideline. You have to watch the players, their demeanor, and how they're acting right now, and they're so far behind. Do they really want to? Do they want to be out there? And what are they fighting for? But, these guys are football players.
Carpenter now. Ducks bring a little pressure. Carpenter throws it complete to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Michael Jones with the touchdown for ASU. 15 yards from Rudy Carpenter. And it's 37-12.
And that was the first time that I've seen the offensive line really buy time for Rudy to throw the football and step up in the pocket to throw the football.
Thomas Weber on for the extra point. He missed his first attempt tonight. This one's low and through, and a flag is down. I think it's going to be on Oregon for being offsides, and that'll get applied on the kickoff. I think ASU will try an onside kick this early.
Offside, defense number 6. Penalties decline.
You have nothing to lose.
Try for point is good.
Sorry, that's a declinable penalty, not applied on the kickoff. And we'll take a timeout here. Oregon out in front 37-13, 18:54 left in this football game.
I know for a fact that as I continue to play golf, just like I play pool, I'm going to get better at it.
Are you the next Tiger?
I'm the next. If I continue to drink that G2, watch out, Tiger.
Living the G2 life.
G2 is the smart choice for athletes because it is low in calories. And my mama like it. So if my mama like it, I like it.
Living the G2 life.
I'm tall enough to reach the light switches. I'm big enough to brush my teeth by myself. I'm the tallest kid in my class. I haven't worn diapers in years. I'm much less likely to vomit at random now. My cups don't have lids anymore. Mine either. I'm getting pretty big. But to help me survive a car crash, I still need you to give me a boost.
Until they're 4'9", use a booster seat in the car and don't let them down.
Come to the first annual fundraising concert Between Friends, Saturday, November 8th at the Spirit Mountain Casino Event Center in Grand Ronde, Oregon. All proceeds will benefit SHARE's Children's Hunger Initiative and Hot Meals programs. Doors open at 7 p.m. and the concert begins at 8. General admission tickets are $30, and the first 500 tickets receive a Between Friends CD and a special gift from Spirit Mountain. To purchase tickets, log on to www.ticketsoregon.com. See you there.
37-13 is our score here. There's some loyal Devil fans here. Jameer Holland is deep for Oregon, so he might get another opportunity to show his wheels. Thing is here, Anthony, with 3:54 in the third, just a lot of football to play. You don't want to lose your edge.
Yeah, there is a lot of football to play. I mean, Arizona State can slowly start getting back to this ball game, and Oregon still has to find that killer instinct to put this game away.
This is going to go 5 yards deep in the end zone, and Jameer is going to have to grab it, take a knee, and Oregon will start at the 20-yard line. A man slow to get up. Trying to see the number down there.
Look like it's a shoulder.
Eddie Pleasant trying to get up. And now here's one of those things, Anthony, where, you know, this offense is the no-huddle offense, and you've got 3:54 in the third. You know, you can still no huddle and not snap the ball until those 40 seconds go off the clock.
Yeah, yeah.
Going to throw the ball down the field, and little mix-up with Drew Davis on first down. Hour and a half down I-10. The Wildcats and USC are going at it. They're tied at 10.
Whoa.
Now, if Arizona were to win that game, that would then mean that Oregon, along with Arizona and Oregon State, would control their own destiny to the Rose Bowl if Oregon can hang on and win here tonight. Because that would give USC 2 losses. Ducks would just have 1, and they have to play Arizona and Oregon State. So second down, nothing there.
Well, you know, and watching this football game here, Oregon still has to play. I mean, there's a lot of football left. We're not even into the fourth quarter, so got to find a killer instinct to get some more points on the board here.
Here's the schedule. Once again, if Oregon can hang on here, then they got to go to Cal. Tough game, but winnable. Stanford, Arizona at home. Both challenging games, then a big one on the road against the Beavers. Here's a big third down. Big blitz coming here. Chris Harper with it. Harper stopped short of the first down. The Ducks are going to have to punt the football for just the second time today.
Well, and here's where the defense for the Ducks have to step up. They've been playing good all day, all night. In that last series, Arizona State put a nice drive together to score a touchdown. It's going to start first with special teams, with the coverage, and then the defense. And Chris Harper had a chance, but the blocks were missed up front.
Harper just has to go, too, when he catches that ball.
Yeah, you're right.
Ducks snap the ball with about 20 seconds left on the play clock there. There's a end-over-end punt, taken and fumbled, and who's got it? I think the Sun Devils got back on it. Willie Glasper's in there trying to get a nose on it, but I think ASU has it. Matter of fact, their offense has already come on the field. They're still fighting for the ball. I think Oregon had the foot. We'll see. Oh no, Arizona State's going to get it. They both had it.
Well, what happened? It looked like Willie had a chance to get this football. He didn't really go after it. Right here, go get the football.
There you see it. There you see it. He has it right there. Now they're trying to take it away. That would have been big. And now Arizona State, you know, Anthony, they can make this a 17-point game.
Yes, they can.
With a whole quarter to play if they can score here. This game is not over. Duck defense needs to get aggressive again the way they've been the entire game. Here's Carpenter going for the home run ball. Looking down the field, throws it far and out of bounds.
Rudy Carpenter's making some, I mean, that's a poor pass when you look at that. I mean, there was coverage underneath the receiver and above the receiver, and he still threw that football.
You know, Anthony, Oregon was playing so great defensively, then they went to keep you in front defense, if you will.
Yeah.
And now you got to come back and get your edge back, right?
Yes, you do. You need to come after him. You got to put pressure back on Rudy so he don't have time to throw the football. DB's got to get aggressive again. The linebackers got to read their keys and know what they have to do.
How tough is that as a defender when you change up and they got to change back? Can you dial it back in?
Yeah, you can dial it back in. If you've been playing that way.
Here's a pass out to the flat. It's complete for a gain of 6 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Well, this is a big stand here for the Duck defense to get off the field.
Kyle Williams on the catch. They'll make it just over a 5-yard gain.
And who knows, with Erickson, he may go for it if they don't pick it up on 3rd down and try to get the 1st down. But this is a huge stand for this defense. They have to get off the field.
ASU scores on this drive, and they're very much in the game. 3rd and 5. Here comes a little backside pressure. Short drop, and it's almost intercepted. Is it intercepted? They say no. Incomplete on a ball that was tipped.
Yeah.
J.Byrd almost had a phenomenal interception while he was laying on his back on the ground.
Well, and J.Byrd was in coverage. It's a nice job by, I think it was Will Tukwafu, made the tip.
Almost had it.
Yeah, ball hit the ground.
Prime fake territory right here, Anthony. I almost think there's like a 50-50 chance they're going to fake it, aren't they? What do you have to lose?
Well, you have the safe defense. The defense is still on the team, not the punt return team. So they're looking for the fake.
They go ahead and punt the ball. This is a missile shot that's going to go sailing into the end zone.
Bad punt.
That was Arizona State's 7th 3-and-out of the football game. So just like you said, they dialed it back in and got a great stop.
Yeah, they had to compete. They did that. They sent pressure after Rudy. Didn't have time to throw the football in that last series.
And more students make their way to the exits on the far side. Hey fans, don't forget, OSN, bigger and better than ever. Now the home of Sunday Night with Mike Bellotti, presented by Bimart, live on OSN. And Comcast Sportsnet, the home of the Ducks. Here's Masoli, going to keep the ball, has a big hole, and Masoli. Now Masoli's got some room, he's to the 40. Look how fast Masoli is into ASU territory. He leaps the bench, and then a flag comes out.
That's a personal foul. He was already out of bounds, and the ASU guy pushed him even more out of bounds.
5 players with 30 yards or more rushing, 7 different receivers. That's that Oregon offense.
Yes,
a lot of different guys. Masoli running it very well tonight.
Dead ball, personal foul, defense number 2. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
USC has just taken the lead over Arizona. 17-10, well 16 pending the extra point. I've already made that mistake once tonight. So the ball moves inside the 30 to the 29. This would be the proverbial nail in the coffin as we approach Halloween here. If Oregon can punch it in, and then I think we'll get a chance to see Justin Roper maybe play a whole quarter of football. Masoli over the middle, and it's incomplete. A little late.
Yeah, he threw it late and threw it behind, I think, Terrence Scott. But watching Terrence Scott, if I was a receiver coach, I'm knowing that the ball, I can't catch it. I'm not going to allow the defender to catch the football. And right here, you see the ball's kind of thrown behind Terrence Scott. Terrence Scott knows, okay, I can't catch it. This guy's not going to catch it either. So I'm going to turn it to the defender.
Masoli has 120 yards through the air. This is Blount with it. Blount turns it up and will pick up a couple of yards to the 27-yard line. So once again, with the way the new rules work, once the ball is whistled down, the 40-second clock starts again. So there's 35 seconds on the clock here. If Oregon wanted, they could just go ahead and let 30 more seconds run off, but that's not their offense. They would go ahead and run their offense, get the play in. And it's certainly not going to hurry anything.
No, they don't have to.
Over to the far side, it's caught at the 5-yard line, and a great touchdown. What a move by Terrence Scott. A little dipsy-do.
Well, I think Terrence Scott got mad at what I said about not allowing the defender to make a play, make that interception. So he took it upon himself to make a great play, and right there, that was a great catch. And then watch the individual effort, avoiding the tackler and getting in the end zone.
27 yards on the touchdown. This would be a real good look at it from here.
And look at this. Watch the cutback right here. Dipsy-do. Keeps his balance. Touchdown.
The Oregon fans on the far side. We'll see if we can't get a shot of the Duck fan section on the far side. There's a penalty on the extra point, which it goes up and good. They're going to talk about it, but it's the only 5 sections on the far side where there's still fans in it.
You know, we were talking about this football game. Guys making plays.
Defense, number 22. Penalties decline. Try for point is good.
Guys are making plays in this game. The Duck fans, but the offensive players and the defensive players, Joe, are making plays in tonight's game.
They love that Terrence Scott touchdown, and there's the band, and then you tilt up, and there's 5 sections of Duck fans up there. Those are the only fans really still filling the sections here at Sun Devil Stadium.
Well, if you look at the exit rows, you know, the Devil fans are heading towards their cars. It's a late night anyway for them. It's time to get home, and they thought Arizona State was going to come out and have a better performance, and I did too.
Yeah, I sure did too. After a week off, Anthony, and a chance to get Rudy Carpenter healthy, and they lost 4 games in a row to really good teams. You know, the Georgia game was a, what, 23-14, or it was, you know, in doubt for a while anyway, and then they lost 28-0 against USC, and you know, USC is a great team. Had a tough game against Cal. They came back in that game, and Cal was able to beat them, but nothing like this.
No.
They're just getting destroyed tonight by an Oregon Duck team that seems to have found itself tonight here in Tempe. Matt Evenson's kick's going to come down at the 6-yard line. Ball comes out. Evenson picks it up and goes down, but I think he was down as well. They'll review that one too, Anthony. I think he was down.
Well, that's interesting because it looked like the ball was coming out as he was going to the ground. It's kind of like the J.Byrd.
Kyle Williams.
He was down.
He was down.
He was down. Yeah, he was down.
Duck defense is even going on the field here. They're not going to review. They're already going to call that down.
Too many players on the field for Oregon.
Well, they're ahead 44-13. The other guys want to play.
What happened?
Oregon. First charge timeout of the half.
I think they got confused because Oregon players thought the offense had the ball. That's why the defensive players are running on the field late.
He had some offensive guys, some defensive guys.
And then you had certain packages on the defense on the field that weren't supposed to be on the field.
I will say this: the officials didn't like definitively run over and say, "Oh, he was down. He was down." They didn't know what to call.
Right.
And a lot of times, you know, Anthony, with the replay, they're instructed to not blow a quick whistle.
That's right.
Go ahead and let the play, you know, let it play out if you're not sure.
That's right.
And then allow it to be reviewed like they did earlier in the game, and that worked. Hey fans, the Oregon volleyball team with another victory tonight, number 7 in the country. What a great job by Jim Moore and the entire group. The coaching staff doing a tremendous job, and the young kids winning tonight. They swept Arizona State and Arizona, and they play again on Monday night, a Weimar $2 night. Love to see you down at Mac Court. Monday night, 7 o'clock for Oregon volleyball team, and just amazing. Ranked number 7 in the country. And the one I can't wait for is when the Huskies have to come back to Mac Court. Yeah. They had a heartbreaking loss up in Seattle, but they got to come back to Eugene. And this Duck volleyball team has a chance to do something really special this year. They're already doing it. Here's a completion for about 10 yards.
You can hear the pads popping on that one.
Kimbrough on the reception. USC is leading Arizona 17-10. And again, if USC were to lose that game, if Arizona could somehow find a way to win that game down in Tucson, that would be a tremendous thing for Oregon heads down the stretch too. 44-13 is the score as we played 3 here. It's all Oregon Ducks here tonight in Arizona.
What do you think I should pay for my deductible? Do you think like $250, $500? Hi, what do you think? 500, 250? Collision, comprehensive? I don't even know what it means. Do you even know what that means?
Number 39.
Is a $1,000 deductible too high?
Number 40.
Hi. Hi. Maybe you can help me.
You know that place where lots of questions meets nobody seems to know?
I'm so there.
You like answers? Get advice and savings from a State Farm agent. Call, click, or visit and switch.
I asked my State Farm agent.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
In February, most television stations will broadcast exclusively in digital. Every TV set that's hooked up to cable will still work just fine. But what about that set in your basement? The guest bedroom or kitchen? The ones not hooked to cable, you can keep them working too. Go to this website, call this number, or just call your cable company.
Welcome back. There's Justin Roper, who may get an opportunity to play a quarter for the first time since the Purdue game when he hurt his leg, and great to see him get a chance to come back and just get actually some game experience in.
Well, it's kind of funny. I thought he may see game experience a little earlier in the game, but Jeremiah's been playing good football, so, you know, if the guy's hot, why take him out?
I almost counted the entire ASU student section during the break.
How many?
Well, I stopped at 90, just 90, and I have one more section to go. Not a good night for the Devils, and their fans aren't necessarily going to hang in here with them as well. Pick up some yards on a nice run. There's one guy. He's not going anywhere. He's got his sign. I mean, he spent all the time making the sign.
You're going to show it.
He's not going to go anywhere. He made his sign. It was like, you know, he went into his creative writing class.
That's a true fan right there. I'm telling you that right now. He's standing by himself. That's a true fan.
Yeah, you got to love that. He's not leaving. And then one section over to the right, there's one guy all by himself, like with 20 rows. There's just one single guy who's a big fan, and he's distraught over what he's seen here tonight. Ball is dropped by Dimitri Nance. There he is. There's the guy.
Long night.
I mean, that's just almost sad.
Hey, I'm telling you,
but he's here. Good
that
for
is
him.
A true fan.
Yep.
Exactly. I mean, you have to support your team when the things are going rough and support them when things are going good. So when Arizona State starts winning football games,
and pan out from that shot.
He needs to tell everybody. He needs to tell everybody else, don't jump on the bandwagon. You know, stay off the bandwagon.
Oh my gosh! Good job, you guys. We were throwing left and rights at our truck. The way this normally works, Anthony, you know, we all have to be coordinated. In other words, you and I can't really, you know, tell the camera guys where to shoot things. So, but in a game like this at 44-13, see if we can go back over there. It's not to beat a dead horse, but you've got some some fans hanging in there. That's one thing I love about the Oregon student section. That, you know, it's a tough night for sure, but they're not going anywhere. Uh-oh, the popcorn bag is out. Not a good sign either.
Yeah, scared to show his face.
Got some good fans, though. These are the folks that are going to hang in there with their team no matter what, so you got to respect that a lot. Here comes a little pressure on Carpenter. He's going to roll, and he's still playing hard. He tries to get a completion, but it's incomplete. It'll be 4th down for the Devils at the 41-yard line. And I would think they'd go ahead and go for it here, Anthony, don't you think?
Well, they have to. I mean, there's nothing else that they can do. But it looked like the offensive linemen are running off the field. But I think those people were up there with nobody around them from the beginning. The way, remember we looked at the fans early in the game. The stadium wasn't filled up now. Well, now they're leaving.
4th and 13 here for Carpenter. Ducks again bring a little pressure. He's got to step up. Can't try to make him not comfortable. Now he's rolling. He delivers it to one of the guys blocking. Can they get the first down or not? I don't know. Ball came out. It's very close to a first down. I thought the Ducks were going to have him wrapped up.
Oh, the spot is, well, that's going to be close.
Everything.
That's going to be close. I don't think he got it.
I don't know. I was going to say I thought he did get it, but they're going to measure it.
I think he's a little short. I think he's a little short.
I think you're right, Anthony.
I think he's short.
They'll measure it for posterity's sake, but I think you're right. He's going to be a good 4 inches short. Gave it a good, valiant effort. It'll be Oregon football. And as much as the Ducks have been maligned over the years, a couple of guys up in
you see the bonfire, the small bonfires,
lighting fireworks off up there in the desert. It's not like you can catch anything on fire up there. Not like Oregon, but you know, as much as the defense, Anthony, we've talked so much about, as Roper's in the game now, we've talked so much about, you know, the Boise State game and, you know, the play action.
Yeah.
This defense played an absolutely phenomenal game tonight.
Sure did. They got after it. They played a smart football game.
You got to give Nick Aliotti great credit for bringing what we've always known as a talented defense with a great secondary. And I thought the biggest factor tonight, Anthony, was that early on, Arizona State tested W.Thurmond, and he's back.
That's right. Yeah,
he's back tonight.
He is back, and also the young linebackers, they came to play today. Another thing that we saw today, and we heard the hitting from the Oregon defense. I mean, they were putting licks on the running backs, and also as Rudy Carpenter, he walked off with a bloody nose a couple of times from Patrick Chung. So there was some hard hitting going on.
Justin Roper now into the game. So Justin on 2nd and 9, going to keep it, going to run it, dives forward for a few yards. There's the Oregon coaching staff, Nick Aliotti right there in the middle behind the post. Chip Kelly to his right, excuse me, to his left. Right there with the headset on and the wristwatch up and the visor. That's Chip Kelly sitting next to Nick Aliotti. Both coaches putting together 2 weeks now to get this game plan together.
Yeah, 2 weeks, yeah.
And the kids did a great job executing tonight, but also this was a great game plan, great matchups. Oregon exploited everything tonight.
Yes, they did.
And just defensively, that's the big thing. The defense absolutely came to play tonight, and I think that this team found itself tonight, Anthony.
Well, and you talk about the linemen, the offensive and defensive linemen has done a great job.
Roper, a nice throw to C.Harper, who has a first down across the 40 to the 47.
I mean, see, like that, throwing an outside route. He's from one hash, throwing it near the sideline, but having enough time to throw the football. That's the offensive lineman. Tip your hat off the offensive line, doing a great job.
Good to see Roper throw the ball too, and you know, makes you remember that he can really throw it.
Yeah.
You don't figure he's going to get a lot of chances to throw the ball here with 11:55 to go in a 44-13 lead. And Masoli's day, pretty darn good. 11 of 26, a touchdown, 147. Jeremiah with the ball. I believe it's Jeremiah. It's Crenshaw, actually. Crenshaw with it.
And that's a big mistake for Crenshaw. I mean, go cut back inside, get tackled in bounds, keep that clock running.
12 of 83. A good night.
It's a nice run by Andre Crenshaw, but also understand, you know, what's the game situation. I mean, you got a nice lead. The clock is on your side. Get out, you know, get in the field of play so the clock still runs.
Masoli tonight, again, he had 147 yards passing, but he also had 85 yards rushing and a TD on the ground as well. So, you know, Jeremiah Masoli just keeps getting a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better every single week. And, you know, going into the Cal game next week, you know, they've got a quarterback who can do both. Again, like they did, you know, he's not Dennis Dixon, I get it. But he's efficient in both. Balance is what he's doing.
Yes, he is. And to see him throw the football down the field, he had one mistake in throwing that interception. But, you know, no one's perfect. No one's perfect at all. And so he's going to learn from those mistakes also.
Crenshaw gets hammered down by his face mask, and the flags come in. And that's going to be 15 yards. I just hope he's okay. Slow to get up. He's up on his knees, and now he does get up, but he got yanked down by the grill.
Yeah, Andre Crenshaw's not the biggest running back out there, but and watch the
foul,
head.
Face mask, defense number 99, 15-yard penalty, first down.
I mean, that was a true tackle by the face mask. And he's yelling over there, but he should be yelling at himself because he's the one that made the foul.
I got to dig into my ASU media guide here, Anthony, but I'm going to, you know, go out on a limb and say this is Dennis Erickson's worst loss at ASU. But it may be one of the worst losses for ASU in a long time, except when Oregon was here a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And of course, the final's not there yet. We don't have a final score yet. Here's Harper with nowhere to go, and he'll pick up a yard.
Harper has no fear to catch those balls like that, those screens, and run inside and see all those different colored jerseys coming at him, and the big guys coming at him, all the linemen running his way. That takes some guts as a receiver.
Ducks have 295 on the ground, looking to go over 300 again. Crenshaw turns it up. He scrubs forward for a few yards. Now a 5-yard gain. 3rd and 3 coming up.
That was a nice job by Crenshaw, turning his shoulders north and south, getting those extra yards. Almost picked up a first down. That's the thing about Andre, that he's been in the system long enough to understand how to pick up the first down, how to keep getting those positive yards, not running east and west.
3rd down 3 here now for Justin Roper. Leading a pretty good drive here. Crenshaw spins about a yard short. Now they say the ball comes out late, but it's Oregon football. And now with 4th and a yard, you know, you can kick it or you can go for it.
I'd get the points. Go ahead and keep getting points. Never take points off the board. If you have an opportunity to get something out of the drive, take advantage of it. You got a kicker to do that.
Tim Taylor is the holder. He's a backup punter on the football team. Matt Evenson, 9 of 15 on the year. Had a 52-yarder earlier in the game that would have been good from almost 60. This one's a 33-yard attempt for Evenson. This kick is on the way, and it is good. Ducks go out to 47-13 with 8:11 to go here in the football game. This is a big one tonight as Oregon on their 8th game of the season, gonna move to 6-2.
Nice is bigger than it looks. It's about more than manners or wide smiles or good karma. Nice is about respect, connecting, humanness, and understanding that we really are all in this thing together. At Oregon Community Credit Union, we're lucky. We get to choose how we do business, and for over 50 years, we've chosen nice. Remarkably nice.
Brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Why buy a mattress anywhere else?
Ain't gonna happen.
Keep your stash. Sign up today for Comcast Digital Voice with unlimited local and long distance plus voicemail. Because the less money you pay, the more you get to keep for yourself. Just call 1-800-COMCAST today. Comcast Digital Voice. It's Comcastic.
Welcome back, everyone. 47-13. And it just happened to be on TV. Believe me, I got a 10-year-old daughter. I know all about it. Matter of fact, that girl on the right looks almost identical to my daughter, Alyssa.
The loyal fan.
Yeah.
The loyal fan.
Kickoff goes deep, and Sun Devil will start at the 20-yard line. And we'll take another quick break. Be back to Sun Devil Stadium for the final 8-11 after this.
This is obviously like one of the best burgers I've had. This thing is massive.
So, what'd you think of the burgers?
They're amazing.
Would you like to meet the chef?
Sure.
Go on in. This is our chef.
Hey, how you doing? I understand you enjoyed the burger?
I did. I liked it a lot. There's nobody cooking.
There's cooking going on. We got an order up. Let's go. That's a Carl's Jr. burger you just had.
The restaurant-style guacamole bacon $6 burger, only at Carl's Jr.
What can $5 buy you for dinner? Announcing the $5 platter after 5 p.m. every day at Taco Del Mar. Get a great deal on a complete meal. Now just $5 after 5 every day at Taco Del Mar.
The only place on TV to catch the Oregon-Arizona State game is Comcast Sportsnet. Your Oregon Ducks.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown.
The Arizona State Sun Devils. Featuring full pregame coverage, this is sure to be a Pac-10 battle you don't want to miss.
Finds a little hole and gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tune into Comcast Sportsnet for an exclusive presentation of the Ducks football game versus Arizona State. Tonight at 7 on Comcast Sportsnet. Game on.
What can $5 buy you for dinner? Announcing the $5 platter after 5 p.m. every day at Taco Del Mar. Get a great deal on a complete meal. Now just $5 after 5 every day at Taco Del Mar.
Well, nice night for Mike Bellotti and his football team. I thought they just looked absolutely tremendous from top to bottom. Coaching, all the way, I mean, you know, it doesn't matter what we think up here, Anthony, but the proof's in the pudding. And here's a look at the keys. And boy, the check marks, if you could put like, scribble it all the way in, even instead of just a check mark, you would, right?
Well, we talked about the defense had to shine, and they're doing that tonight with the INTs, with the fumble recoveries, and also we talked about the balanced offense and winning the trenches, and that's why the running backs got so many yards, because the offensive linemen.
Danny Sullivan is now the quarterback for Arizona State. Ducks have a lot of backups in on defense now. James Lewis is in there at one of the cornerback spots. ASU has a man down. Danny Sullivan just 5 of 25 with 27 yards and 2 picks in his time this year. See the injured Sun Devil is.
I think it's Bass, the running back, the freshman running back.
He's going to be okay. He's sitting up.
Does a nice job of running. He's a good-sized running back for a freshman. Does a nice job of getting the ball north and south, and he gets hit in the head or
likes to hang the ball out there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Lose a few. Can't get away with that in college football, can you?
No, you can't.
Very much.
You have to protect that football. If you can't, you will not play.
Sullivan, a little pressure coming now. Nice throw. Complete into Oregon territory. Nate Kimbrough takes it all the way to the 35-yard line. 24 yards on the reception.
It's a nice job by the offensive line for ASU. Allows Sullivan to throw this football. And Kimbrough goes up for the football, makes a great catch. It was kind of high, but does a nice job getting the ball at the highest point.
37 is Talmadge Jackson. Trojans are leading Arizona 17-10 as they get ready to start the fourth quarter. Sullivan handing it off to Sean Doherty.
You wonder where Arizona State goes from here, you know, in this program and this season. I mean,
well, the good thing, Anthony, their schedule gets a lot easier. That's one thing that'll help them. But yeah, you're right. I mean,
the confidence.
Got to get it back.
I mean, the confidence of the offensive line. I mean, what are these offensive coaches saying about their offense? How can we run plays when our O-line can't protect, can't block?
This was a team that was picked to finish second in the Pac-10 this year. And they are getting destroyed tonight by the Ducks, 47-13. They got to travel to to Oregon State next week.
That's going to be a tough game.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Then they got Washington, Washington State, UCLA, and then Arizona. They don't have any more margin for error. They got to win them all to get to a bowl game. Pretty much. You think they got to win 4 more to get to a bowl. And boy, you look at that Oregon State game, that's pretty tough. And Arizona, pretty tough, but that's a rivalry game. You never know what's going to happen there. They have some time to try to get their season back and at least get to postseason. Sullivan throws it outside and incomplete.
Boy, when you look at Arizona State and you wonder about this football team, when everybody was talking about them, you know, at the preseason, how good they were. But you got to question, you know, what was people looking at? I mean, the offensive line, again, I haven't seen an offensive line play so poorly in a long time.
I think it's what you said, Anthony. They just thought that Rudy Carpenter could do it all.
But yeah. And
right?
It's a team game. It's not tennis. It's not wrestling. You know, it's a team effort. I mean, you have your supporting cast to help you, and it starts up front.
Sullivan throws it incomplete.
Sullivan has some zip to that football. He's a big quarterback at 6'5", 230, but he has to also figure out his timing of throwing the football, get that ball down a little bit, give his receivers a chance to catch the football.
So the Ducks will take over. What are your kids going to be for Halloween?
If my kids hear that I don't know, they're going to be upset, but I think one's supposed to be a waffle.
A waffle, I love it.
Another one's supposed to be...
How about a duck?
No, they're going to be a duck. I think my little one was a duck when she was real little.
A waffle, I love that.
A waffle, yeah.
Little fake here, Roper keeps the ball, and he'll get hit and go down. Faked it to Jameer Holland. I think we're looking at a little 7-year-old cowgirl, and I'm not sure the other's still undecided, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids love Halloween. They love to dress up. Got a pretty good neighborhood to go around and get some candy, and then I like when they bring the candy home because I eat it.
And you know my thing. I've been on this, as Jameer Holland makes a catch, I've been on this kick for a while. Don't give the kids a toothbrush. All right, and all the dentists like, what are you talking about? It's Halloween, they want candy. They don't want an apple, they don't want a banana, they don't want a toothbrush or toothpaste, little tube, you know, the little mini tube.
Yeah.
They want candy. Give them the candy, let them eat it, gorge themselves on it, then that's it.
Yeah.
Then get them back to brushing their teeth, right?
Let me ask you this, how long does that candy hang around in the house?
Oh, well, shoot, ours is just piling up from, you know, one holiday to the next, Valentine's to Easter, then all the way through to Christmas, and then to Halloween. Here's Chris Harper with a lot of room to run. Harper, look at him go. Chris Harper to the 30, Harper to the 20, 10, 5, Chris Harper. Wow. 62 yards.
That's a Halloween treat for him right there. Talk about speed of Chris Harper. Wow. And you know, and it's funny watching him. He comes in as a quarterback, and everybody was hard on him at the quarterback position. And we talked about, you know, they brought him in to be an athlete, to be a football player. And right here shows his skill as a football player. Just outrunning the defense. My goodness. True freshman.
And the kick is up and good. still have 5:27 to go in the game.
Wow. Did you check your book, your stats, to see if this was
I'm gonna have to
the worst?
Go dig into all my stuff here, find it, see if I can't.
Whooping in a long time.
We'll take a break and maybe fish that out here as we take you through the final 5:27. A big shout out to all of you who stayed up all the way into the middle of the night to watch this thing. Thanks for doing that, folks.
Byron's latest membership bulletin has incredible values to get you ready for Halloween. Stock up on bagged candy and your favorite varieties. Choose from Snickers, Butterfingers, and others and get 2 bags for just $4. Get larger bags of Halloween bagged candy for only $3.99 a bag. Save on Ever-Ready Gold Alkaline batteries. Get 12 packs of C or D batteries, 24 packs of AA or AAA, or 8 packs of 9-volt batteries. Your choice, they're just $7.99 a pack. Get ready for Halloween and great savings now through October 29th at
Cyber Sunday, en vivo el domingo 26 de octubre por pay-per-view.
This month on Comcast, True TV brings you the witty versus the witless. Watch B-list celebs take on A-list idiots. The Smoking Gun presents World's Dumbest. All new episodes every Thursday at 9 on True TV. Not reality, actuality. Comcast Channel 51. Every Thursday, get revved up for an all-new episode full of Hot Wheels, Hot Heads, and Hot Pursuit. Speeders, an all-new episode every Thursday only on True TV. Comcast Channel 51. Tune in to Comcast.
Welcome back, everyone. 54-13, 5:27 to go here in the football game. Ducks are rolling here in Tempe. A very high kick taken at the 5-yard line. Lots of backups to get in the game. Ball.
He was down. I think
he was down.
He was down. Yeah, the first time.
Take another look at this Harper touchdown.
Watch the speed of Harper, and he splits the defense right here. And right here, the explosion right here, to kick it into another gear and beat the defensive back to the end zone. I mean, there was no chance.
The thing about it is that he's so big. Look at him just kind of gallop.
He's galloping. the power that he has. You know, he's a 230-pound receiver.
Sullivan's still in the game for ASU, and they'll run the ball and see if we can't get some things to tick away here. Hey, Anthony, there's some baseball coming up, and I think that, you know, the holidays are coming up. This is something that you could definitely do as a holiday gift, whether you're a Duck or a Beaver. Believe it or not, Civil War baseball is back. 2 games being played at PGE Park in Portland, March 28th and 29th. The game on the 28th is at 6 p.m. The game on the 29th is at 1 p.m. Remember, all the seats at PGE Park are covered. It's turf. They're going to play these baseball games.
Yeah.
And Oregon had the #2 ranked recruiting class in baseball in the country. That's amazing. No field.
Yeah.
We're building it. Coach just got here. And what's that say? #2 ranked recruiting class in the country.
It's like you build it, they will come, or they came before you built it, you know. And I'm excited for Oregon baseball. I was a baseball player, and it's a fun sport. And I can't wait to, it's right, you know, right in my hometown, right in Portland, where I go watch Oregon baseball.
Tickets
will be fun to watch.
Yeah, tickets are available at Ticketmaster.com or all Ticketmaster outlets. This is important. There are going to be a lot of Beaver fans there, all right? They've won 2 national championships. There are going to be a ton of Beaver fans there. The Beavers will be on the 3rd baseline. The Ducks are going to be on the 1st baseline. And you can imagine the hollering going back and forth at PGE Park for those games. And I actually went to see Oklahoma play Oklahoma State when we were doing some research on putting this game together and all the baseball stuff we've been doing. And to see, they played each other in Oklahoma City, and it was, what a great atmosphere. The fans are all yelling at each other, and it was just so much fun to see that. And to have the rivalry back now in baseball is going to be a lot of fun. All those tickets are available again at Ticketmaster outlets, and we'll hope that you'll get there. Duck fans, you got to, I know you haven't had a team for 28 years, but you got to show up. You don't want to be overwhelmed by all those great Beaver fans that we know are going to be there. Here's Sullivan to throw. Nice completion.
Well, now it's time for a lot of the backups for the Oregon defense here to be in the spotlight, make a few plays. They're 1 play away from being a starter at any time, so they have to play well. The coaches are going to watch this tape, watch this film, and see if they're still playing hard at the end of the game.
USC still hanging on to that 17-10 lead over Arizona. They just missed a field goal to give Arizona some life.
Oh, that was a hit.
USC missed the field goal. Excuse me about that.
Oh, did you see? The young players are showing up right there. Somebody fell asleep there.
It's a Sunday first down.
They're knocked out. It's over.
Well, somebody's got a smile on his face.
Yeah, it's over. I think, you know, she ate too much. She's full, you know, from eating too much.
That girl, she's not ready to take a nap. I mean, it's way past her bedtime, but she's fired up. And her friend, they're going to roll every stair here at Sun Devil Stadium.
Yeah.
They got the cheerleader outfit on, the whole thing. Here's Sullivan to throw. Going to take a shot to the end zone. Nice coverage down there.
Great coverage by Helmet Jackson. Serious speed as a young defensive back. Nice coverage, nice position.
.303 left, Anthony. Gives us some time to talk about what's coming up. California, what a huge game that's going to be now.
Big game, big game.
Know?
And, you know, and watching California, you know, and they won pretty good this afternoon, but they didn't play that great. And there's some holes on that team. And if Oregon goes and plays their game, it's going to be a battle, no doubt about that.
Yeah, I think their issue definitely is, you know, the consistency at quarterback. Kevin Riley had his moments today where he looked great. There were other times when he, you know, struggled to be consistent like any young quarterback would. Although that victory will definitely put him out there as, you know, the starting quarterback as they've gone back and forth between Nate Longshore and Kevin Riley. The one thing I noticed about Cal, though, Anthony, they have some really good skill players.
Yes, they do.
Certainly, David Best is.
Personal foul, number 17, defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
That's on Willie Glasper. Javid Best is.
Javid Best is a really very good running back, and if they don't keep an eye on him, as you see, Willie Glasper's coming off the field, and he's going to get an earful from the coaches.
So they've got some definite players. Their big question is, you know, in the secondary, Saquon Thompson went down today with an injury, but I don't know if it's serious or not, Anthony. We'll have to find out. That would be a big development in the game, and it's a huge game. It's going to be a big crowd on ABC, and you know, kind of one of those games that, you know, could really set the course. Although this game for Oregon, I mean, ensures you get the split on these two road games.
Well, yeah.
Then you got 2 games at home. You have to leave the state of Oregon again after these next 2 games.
Well, you know, it's nice that Oregon can get this victory on the road, and when you're trying to, you know, have a good season, trying to get a good bowl game, you have to win on the road. And this tonight is a big win on the road.
Yeah. Well, Anthony, and also it's game number 8, and Oregon tonight has assured, they've assured that they're going to a bowl game this year.
Yeah.
So just the way the rest of the league, even if they lost every other game, they're still going to a bowl game. And, you know, I know this is a new Oregon football era, but how many times, you know, you get 8 games in and Oregon's in a bowl game?
Right, right. You're right. Well, you know, and it's, you know, it's nice that these kids can play in bowl games. I didn't even get to see a bowl game. I mean, and they, you know, yeah, they get to go to a bowl game, and, you know, we don't know where it's going to be, but they're going. You know, and when you talk about a lot of players that played with me, and, you know, before '87, you're fighting to get to a bowl game. You didn't go to a bowl game.
Now, the thing is, you know, Pasadena is still out there.
Yeah.
Especially if USC, you know, the way that game happens up in Tucson tonight, if Arizona were to win, that would be huge, and they'd control their own destiny. If USC wins and finds a way to fight back into the national championship game, then you got to feel like the second place team in the Pac-10 maybe still gets to Pasadena.
Yeah. Well, again, there's 2 teams right now in the Pac-10 that control their own destiny, and that's Arizona and Oregon State.
Yep. The only way that changes is if Arizona were to beat USC, and right now they're trailing it 17-10 with 7:57 to go in the game, and they're getting ready to punt the football. Devils down inside the 5-yard line. Sullivan trying to get one here at the end. Plenty of time. Drops it into the end zone for the touchdown. Gives us a chance to watch some fireworks with 52 seconds left.
That was a nice drive for the backups for ASU. A lot of the backups were in the game as well. And that was a matchup of the backups. ASU won that battle.
Kick is is low but good. It's 54-20 with 52 seconds left. As the fireworks make some noise, let's go down to the AT&T sounds of the game.
Johnson carries 6 yards for the Ducks touchdown.
Our AT&T Sounds of the Game brought to you by AT&T, a proud sponsor of Oregon Athletics. AT&T, your world delivered. Look at the remaining schedule. We were talking about the California game. Right now, the Stanford game has not been selected for television, but there's no protected window at 12:30 that day, so if it doesn't get picked, it'll be an OSN game. Arizona, you got to think that one's going to get picked up. It's possible that one moves to 7 o'clock at night on Fox, or it might even be on ABC. We'll have to wait and see. Then there's a week off before the Beavers in Corvallis. Both games, the last 2 years, coming down to the final field goal. One of them ended up going into overtime, and Oregon lost. And Ducks got a field goal blocked up in Corvallis, a 42-yarder. And then they missed 2 field goals at the end of regulation that could have won it last year. Here's Jameer Holland as he tries to get a full head of steam and goes down, and the flag is down at the 22-yard line. We were talking about that bowl scenario earlier, Anthony, about where the bowls are and the way the conference lays out because of all the losses in the non-conference. It's very likely that nobody's going to fill that Hawaii Bowl and that Point 7
Illegal
bowl.
block in the back, number 53 of the return team.
Unless the
10-yard penalty, first down.
Unless the team that makes the Sun Bowl wanted to, trade and go to Hawaii. Which I don't think the Sun Bowl would want to let that happen. So that's the way it looks right now. So you got to figure you lock in one of those 5 at the top of the list for this team, and then trying to work all the way to the top of the list and get to Pasadena for the first time since the 1995 game. They earned it in 2001, but they ended up coming here the first time in 74 years that the Rose Bowl game didn't have a Pac-10 team in it, or a West Coast team. And what bad luck that was. Here's Darren Thomas in the game now, and he just goes down.
Well, it's been an interesting year in the Pac-10 so far, with certain teams expecting to win and they're not winning. And I mean, just like right now, Arizona State, again, everybody thought they're going to be in a bowl game. They would be one of the top teams in the country, and they're fighting for their lives for the season right now. To have a winning season.
Let's get down to our State Farm player of the game, brought to you by State Farm Insurance. It's going to be J.Masoli. He had a great game tonight, very balanced. 17 of 26. He had 147 yards throwing. He had 85 yards on the ground. Couple of touchdowns, one in the air and one on the ground. And a very, very promising and encouraging and solid win for the Ducks tonight here in ASU, where they had completely dominated this game, Anthony. And they win it by a final score of 54-20.
They came out to play, and they made a statement, and they had to play hard today to play for 4 quarters, Joe.
We'll take a break here from Sun Devil Stadium. Get on out of here and get on a plane. We'll wrap it up right after this here on the Oregon Sports Network.